Good afternoon. Welcome to finals day here at the GVA Wind Festival on the shores of beautiful Lake Geneva. As you can see, we've got perfect conditions for the tow-in finals coming up. My name is Sandy and I'm joined in the booth by Greta Marchega. Greta, what a day we've got.
Good evening, everybody. Can you feel the excitement in the air? I'm so nervous, actually, for the riders. It's amazing. I mean, it's going to be epic now, huh?
They don't seem to be nervous at all.
We're more nervous than they are,
I think
actually, for them.
I think we are. There's a huge crowd on the beach. Obviously, you know, it's Saturday afternoon, early evening here in Geneva.
Perfect.
We've got, families down, everyone coming down to check out the action and enjoy the finals that we've got coming up. But before we get into today, let's have a little chat about yesterday. And with that, why don't we check out the highlights of day 3 yesterday, qualification number 2. Welcome to day 3 of the GVA Wind Festival here on the shores of beautiful Lake Geneva.
Yeah, we're doing a small pump-footing session.
The day started with the finishing of qualification 1. George Grisley up against Jamie Howard. In the end, Jamie Howard, after a savage catapult, couldn't quite manage to make his move properly, and George Grisley, with a huge shove at Spock attempt, made it through into tomorrow's final.
Yeah, stoked with that. I'm really just wanted to be in the final, so to make that happen with such a stacked fleet, with Jensel going out, pretty happy about that.
After that, all eyes turned to qualification round 2, with 6 male riders, 2 female riders heading out and sending it for the growing crowd on the beach.
I will say I'm a bit nervous because I have not hit this wave since 2 years already, so I know that it's really big.
Yeah, super stoked. I'm really happy with my trick and super happy.
I'm so stoked. I'm so hyped. It was such fun. I never spent so much time in the air, I think, in my life, and I'm just happy, yeah. On the glue first, air flaker, whatever you want to call it. The second time I tried and I think it worked pretty good. The crowd enjoyed it, I hope.
How amazing, a push loop attempt.
Yeah, I had it in my mind. I said, yeah, why not trying it? Here's the only chance where you get a good wave.
Going through into the finals tomorrow, on the men's side, we have Steven van Broekhoven, Vivo Supras and Sam Steve. On the women's side, Lisa Kloster will be advancing through and will be going up against Micah Hooverman in tomorrow's finals.
Oh, how amazing was that, huh?
Yeah, it was such a great day. And something to touch on that I was really excited to see and that I'm really hoping that we're going to see today in the final, given that we've changed the format, but we'll let you know about that later, was a bit of progression, something a bit different. As someone who has watched a lot of towing, you know, there has been that sense of sometimes the moves, you see the same moves a lot. You see the same moves over and over again. Now, the format that we've been running has kind of forced that to change, but yesterday we saw some things that we've never seen in towing before. Most notably for me, Fivos Supras with that kind of glue first, air flacker, punch thing, you know. I don't even know what it was. I guess you could say it was
He
a
also
clue first
didn't know.
pond.
He also didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't know what it was. So to see that, and then of course to see the women stepping up, Lisa Kloster pulling off a shaka, a move you never see, things like that. That was such a highlight for me.
I mean, for me, the highlight was definitely to see some of the riders. They seem to improve after every round, and this is so exciting. And they're also getting more confident after every round. So this is amazing to see. They're just building it up step by step.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's take a little look at the starting grid then that we have got for today, the riders that we have coming up for this tow-in final. It's worth noting as well, this is the final tow-in event of 2023. So we will crown the tow-in champion for 2023 today.
The final of the finals today.
Exactly. So these are your male riders that we have got coming up. So
big names.
So Leonard Neubauer, Bals Muller, George Greisley, Steven van Broekhoven, Fivos Supras, and Sam Steve.
Some very big names in
stacked.
there. Oof,
Absolutely
so
stacked
exciting.
list. Yeah, I mean, it's impossible for me to pick a standout. Sam Steve, obviously 2 years ago, did that triple air rotation. He didn't
Sam
quite
Air.
the Sam Air, exactly. He didn't quite pull it off yesterday, but equally it didn't look like he really wanted to. I feel like he was maybe holding something back a bit. So fingers crossed, we're going to see it today. There's a little bit more chop on the face. On the water today, there's a little bit more wind that's come through, so it's not as perfect as it was yesterday. But I mean, a few of the riders were out practicing, and they've kind of figured out the wave a bit more.
Yeah,
approaching it from a slightly
different angle. They got more
angle.
used to it, and I believe that all of those riders, they all have the different kind of style, all very unique in their own way. So it's going to be can be very surprising what's coming out tonight.
Absolutely, and then seeing Lisa Kloster and Micah Hooverman up.
Power ladies
for the
out
women's.
there.
Yeah, absolutely, doing it for the girls, and that's what we want to see. Micah Hooverman did an insane Pasco in the training runs earlier. She kind of came running into the booth, and she was really stoked about it. We had a good chat about it. She was like, "Oh, was the second one in the air and all this?" So, yeah, don't worry, it was great.
I mean, Lisa told me that she's definitely going for some shakas as well.
Yeah.
So let's see, with that big ramp, can be very interesting as well.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really exciting. And then on the men's side, of course, George Greisley and Fivos Supras, they're kind of in contention to run away with this title.
Interesting battle. Huh?
Absolutely.
Teammates, also new upcomers, so that is going to be very hard to bet.
Exactly, and yeah, obviously because Jentel Cares was knocked out in qualification 1, it's kind of between them, and there's a chance that either of those riders could run away with the title. So why don't we take a little look at a video with some more information on how that title race could play out.
This morning we catched up with Jentel Cares, who was actually leading the tow-in season so far, but unfortunately he missed out on the qualification round and didn't make it into the final. He gave us some insights.
Yeah, we're here in beautiful Geneva. We have summer weather, what's amazing. Unfortunately, we don't have the wind for the foil style, but we're still having an epic tow-in competition. Unfortunately, I didn't qualify. It didn't really went my way, but that's how tow-in is. You never train it, and sometimes you just mess up. But today we're going to see finals of the other guys, and they're going to send it big.
The battle for the 2023 tow-in podium is on, especially between George and Fivos. So the two new upcoming stars, also team members, are very hot for the first podium in tow-in. So we catched up a couple of hours before the final with Fivos.
The tow-in season, it was pretty nice. I think I'm in a good position. We started the season with the event in Vesoul, and we had a lot of fun. We had a nice wave there, and some pretty good competitors as well. I mean, of course, the goal for the final, if you're in the final, you want to win it. And that's my goal. I'm gonna try to win that, but it's gonna be difficult. It's Bals Muller is in the final, Sam Steve, Leonard Neubauer. About the overall podium, it's a battle between me and George, I think. We're gonna have a tough battle. Of course, I'm gonna try to win it. Of course, I'm going for the overall title, and I'm ready. So, George, bring it on. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Fivos who?
Okay, very funny, George. But seriously, how are you feeling, and what are your feelings about this upcoming final?
Yeah, so far pretty good, surprisingly. Vesoul was a last-minute entry and was the first time using the wave, so very excited to try that. And yeah, it managed to go pretty well. Podium there and into the finals now, so hopefully get another podium and look for the overall title. I'm just going to go as big as I can and hope and see what happens, and kind of play it a bit tactically, but also just go and send it as high as possible. I think in the new style category, I'm going to take some inspiration from the man I'm fighting, Fivos, and go for the Air Canabrava and see if I can get into the next rotation in the air. Bring it on. I mean, he's super good and he's really innovating, so I've got to try and match that, and yeah, it's going to be a good battle.
So stay tuned, our riders are hot to get into the water, the crowd is hot, and stay tuned for more action and the final of the 2023 Tow-In.
Some fighting talk from the boys there, Fivos and George. And wherever you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, let us know who your money is on. Because, yeah, it's going to be a really interesting battle. Obviously, both on duotone, so either way, duotone are winning. They're going to be pretty stoked.
Excitement is building up.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, on the women's side, two women, Lisa Kloster and Maike Hooverman. Greta, you also had a chance to catch up with them earlier on today.
A bit of chit-chatting with the girls.
Absolutely, yeah. So let's take a look at what the girls had to say about the upcoming competition.
On the ladies' side, we also have the upcoming finals between Maike and Lisa, the fight between power women. A couple of hours before the final, we spoke to Maike, the current leader of the 2023 Tow-In female category.
The Tow-In season has been pretty cool in Wissel. We got to try some stuff and a bit of practice, and here it's even more hardcore. The wake is bigger, we go faster. So yeah, it was super cool to do this, and hopefully we can go super big. In the finals today, I think both of us want to go super big, bigger than we have been before, and maybe try some new tricks and be a bit creative and just maybe, yeah, like push each other. It's cool to see us push, and I think we did almost the same trick, so I think she's already thinking what she can do to beat me, so yeah, it will be exciting. It will be a fun fight with the two of us.
Good luck to you, Maike. But also Lisa had a very good and very successful season so far, and she's very motivated to get her first Tow-In title.
Yeah, the season started in Vesoul. That was a really nice one. It was for me a bit of an unexpected thing, but it was nice to be in the middle of the country, and now we're here in Geneva with the best possible wave for Tow-In, and yeah, it was great fun so far. Yeah, I will see how the training goes. I'm thinking of some new things to try, but yeah, I think I will go for the shaka again, and maybe I want to do a one-handed trick. I'm gonna kick Maike's ass.
The countdown is on, the excitement is real, the final is going to kick off in a couple of minutes.
And there we are, more fighting talk, this time from, yeah, the women, Maike Hooverman
with a
and
female
Lisa
touch.
Kloster. Yeah, with a lady's touch. But yeah, I think they're going to be fighting each other as soon as they get out on the water, that's for sure. They're very close friends on the land. But, you know, we've said it about some of the riders before. Everyone's, you know, we're a traveling family, you know, at the tour, and it's always the same riders and things. But, yeah, as soon as you get on the water, it's every athlete for themselves.
Yeah, that is very true. Everybody fighting for themselves. But in the end, one of the things I love the most here on tour are definitely the good vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
100%.
so nice to be around everybody, so amazing human beings. And it's actually really nice to see how professional they are and the skills they're pulling out on the water. It's just insane.
Absolutely. As we take a look at the format for today, so a little bit different to the qualification rounds. So we actually have 4 different formats for this, so even more of a show for you guys today. Starting off, as normal, with the combo category, so not necessarily using the wave, just going to be essentially trying to do as many rotations as possible, bouncing like a skipping stone, like we see in freestyle. Moving on to the a regular stance move, something a little bit different. Your cheese rolls, spocks, shove it spocks, shakas, things like that, you know. Forward loops, air chachus, you know.
And then we get more creative.
Something a little bit different. And then, of course, Greta.
Creativity. We're going into style. So style matters. Perform a move with as much fitness as you can. I mean, it can be as big, as creative, as stylish as possible.
Yeah.
Talking to Emmy before, he said, guys, you can also take off your hat. You can bring sunglasses, whatever you want to do, something stylish.
Well, yeah, it's things like, you know, but also they want to push the innovation of the sport. You know, he was like, we want to see grabs.
Yes.
You know, Bowles Muller, we've seen doing that. Adam Sims, we've seen doing that as well. You know, and as we look on screen, we have Maike Hooverman going up for the first run of the combo category. Oh, no!
Damn.
So interestingly enough, Jamie Howard, one of the riders, was telling me, once you get to that point where you're getting close, you're starting to cut out, there are a couple of, not like bumps in the winch,
Yeah,
but
it gets bouncy,
it
gets
starts,
very bouncy.
Yeah, it starts to pull, so that's where you see some of the riders maybe letting go.
I mean, that's also, it's difficult since the beginning, this toe-in thing, you know, already getting pulled. It's not easy at all. It's bouncy. It's a little bit choppy now, so
Yeah.
not easy.
Oh, Michael looks a bit winded there.
Oh, I hope she's okay.
Yeah.
That's obviously not the best to start with.
Not an ideal start, but that's you know, toe-in, that's windsurfing. This is an extreme sport.
Yeah, it's definitely
fingers crossed she's
radical,
okay.
very radical.
It looks like she's okay. It looks like she's just winded.
Yeah.
You know, kind of. I'm sure any of you trying freestyle learning moves, you'll have seen that before. You'll probably have felt it before as well. Checking out the growing crowd on the beach, enjoying the action, and part of the action is the crashes.
I mean, look how amazing this whole background is. This lake is honestly so beautiful. This is also one of the things I really love about the tour. From one beautiful place to another, you know? And this place is just stunning. The weather, everything, just great. I mean, look at these images.
Yeah, Micah's back in the boat.
Ultimate, its best.
Micah's back in the boat. She looks all right. Yeah, as you said, enjoying the beautiful vibes here at Tropical Geneva. Taking a little look at the combo, and this is the running order. So Micah Hooverman there, because she didn't crash doing her move, she will get to go and have another chance at that. So she will head back out, they will reset the winch, and she will get her chance for the combo. Once all the riders have done their combo, we will move to air and then to regular, and finally, we didn't get to go through it earlier. Send it category. Again, what it says on the tin, we want them to absolutely send it, go as big as possible. So fairly similar to that air category. It's also worth noting the way the judges are going to score this, the riders have 2 discards. So they will take your best 2 scores. So for some riders, maybe the combo and the send it categories may be their best scores. Those 2 scores will make up their final score to determine the winner.
So yeah, very interesting combo,
a little bit of a difference, because obviously some riders will be much more comfortable, you know, with the combo moves or regular moves. Some other riders are pretty comfortable in the air, going as big as they can.
But that's a good addition, I think. So it's quite balanced, you know. Everybody gets their best runs counted, so that's quite good and balanced.
And that's the idea. Wherever you're watching from, Facebook or YouTube,
let us know. We're current.
Yeah, let us know which of the riders you are rooting for, who you want to see on the podium, what moves you want to see, and what you think about everything. The toe-in, what you want to see. Comments coming in. Will we have a quad rotation from Sam and Steve? Oh, I don't know. We haven't had a triple one yet from him.
Yeah,
he's yet to replicate the Sam Air, the 3.
I would like to see the Sam Airs again. Would be amazing.
Yeah, I would as well. I think we all would. I think we all would.
Signature move.
We had a chat to him, and he said, "Well, it's quite a lot of pressure, and I'm trying not to feel the pressure, and a bit of a build-up and things. So yeah, let's wait and see."
But that's easier said than done, you know. I think they're always all saying, I'm relaxed, but then once you're on there and you know what you're playing for, they are excited. They are
100%.
nervous.
The adrenaline kicks in. You can see it's quite choppy. Mike Hooverman's board bouncing around there, but looks like she can have a better run. Hopefully, she can have a bit of confidence. And there it is, jumps round, doesn't quite manage to rotate round that second one, but pops into it. There's the combo. Nice from Mike Hooverman. Thumbs up, she's all good. So yeah, a nice recovery from that first run.
Oh yeah.
Because often that can really affect your headspace, especially if you hurt yourself.
Yeah, definitely your mindset, you know. You feel uncomfortable, you're a little bit scared, and you're already blocked. So now she did very well. That's nice.
Yeah, really nice.
And just in front of the crowd who's loving it. I mean, look how many people there are. Perfect weather, it's warm, enjoying the sunset vibes kicking in. Couldn't be better.
Incredible sunsets. Who knew? Who knew that Geneva had such amazing sunsets?
Yeah, I think we're all very amazed by it.
yeah, it's great. So yeah, no, it's awesome to be here. 1, 2, 3 Montag on YouTube. Come on, George, bring it home. Ooh, fighting talk. Here it goes.
Ooh, the first fan from overseas tuning in.
Yeah, come on,
That's
George.
Great.
Some love coming in.
Send some support and love over here.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they can feel it.
Absolutely. There was some love coming in for Fivos as well. I'm sure the German freestyle battles guys will be tuning in to check out it and support the boy.
It's actually really nice, you know, when all those different freestyle communities from all over the world are kind of tuning in, sending the support from Barstom as well, and from Greece, I remember. And now it's cool. Open air, whatever.
Yeah, it's awesome. As we see Lisa Kloster getting ready for her first run as well. So we've seen some double moves from her in the last few days. So hopefully she'll be looking to replicate that.
She's building up the level constantly. It's so great to see. I mean, she's training a lot during winter in general in freestyle, and she was really doing a big step forward during this year.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, it's great to see from Lisa Kloster as we see her The winch starting to pull, lifting that sail up. As I've said throughout the week, this is the hardest part of towing. For anyone who hasn't done it, the hardest bit of towing is actually getting into the position that we're seeing Lisa in now. So getting pulled by that winch, it's really counterintuitive. You need to lean so far back, whereas in windsurfing, we're so used to kind of pushing and leaning forwards. As we see Lisa Kloster winding up. First one, but she comes up. Right, dives in. So not ideal there from Lisa Kloster. Looks like she just couldn't, I don't know, something just looked a little bit off there. That's not the usual Lisa that we are, used to seeing.
She looked a little bit glued to the water, I had the feeling. She didn't really get that pop, you know?
Yeah, I think because there's a little bit of chop around, I think it was perhaps, mistimed a little bit. You've kind of got to use that chop today because it isn't glassy flat.
I mean, in the end, tow-in is all about timing as well.
100%. Yeah, absolutely. So, frustrating for Lisa, but equally, that's part of the game.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, the two ladies. But still, some runs to go.
Absolutely. Well, that's the thing. That's the beauty of, they're having the discard as well. She may not do that. In my opinion, not to take anything away from Lisa as well, the combo for me is not her category. She's a sender.
Yeah,
she's going to be looking for that. She wants the send it, the air. That's where Lisa, I think, really comes into her own. Things like we're seeing the Shaka the other day. These big kind of air funnel rotations. Not to say that she doesn't have the combo moves, because she absolutely does. But I think, in my opinion, that's where her talent really shines.
Yeah, true.
Is in that style of it.
Okay.
Jack Catling watching from Bonaire, supporting the UK boys.
You like to hear that, right?
Cortex, go Fivos. Oh, that's what we like. Robin Van Linden tuning in from Fuerta. Team Severn is claiming this one.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, Severn with a big showing. Obviously, Bausmuller and Leonard Neubauer.
Big names over here
final,
from their team. Yes. Okay.
And, of course, Micah Hooverman on the women's side.
So, Sam is getting ready.
Sam and Steve, a combo master. We've
Up
seen
here.
four air funnels in the wind. What's he got for us in the toe? And he was doing triple rotations with ease the other day. And let's see what he has got for us.
Okay, coming in hot.
1, 2, 3, and
one-handed even. He's just insane, crazy. We also have to say he's loving it, He loves it.
How can you not love it when you can do that? Really interesting technique there. Actually, because he knows it was the combo category, he didn't go really big.
Yeah.
He wasn't going, right, I'm going to, try and throw this air funnel and make it as big as possible. He kept himself down to the water and just tried to skip as much as he could.
But look, he's still having dry hair.
Yeah, I don't think his hair ever gets wet. I don't think his hair ever gets. He's been pump foiling all day, and I don't think he's fallen in either. We did some pump foil racing earlier, and he was taking part in that, and I don't think he fell in then either. So, yeah, really impressive there from Sam.
How much energy do those guys have? I mean, crazy.
Crazy. Here we go.
Endless
so, going
energy.
into that second one. So, bounces, look, chooses to stay quite low to the water so he can easily jump round that third rotation, opting to take hand off, extra style points, but also by taking that front hand off, sometimes you can actually throw the sail that bit further forwards and help with the rotation.
But very safe. Look how clean he did it.
So sick.
Beautiful.
That
very
was awesome
beautiful.
from Sam and Steve there.
He looks very relaxed, I have to say.
I mean, when does he not look relaxed? Every event we're at, he's such a smooth operator.
Yeah, he's very smooth. That's true. He has a very smooth style.
He always just seems really chilled, really relaxed. He's kind of just enjoying it. He's quite quiet. He's kind of doing his own thing. But yeah, he's doing
showing
it.
off
And
when
it's
he has
working
to.
for him. He lets his sailing do the talking. I
Yeah,
think.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. That's one of his qualities, definitely.
Yeah. And George Grisley coming up next. More love coming in on YouTube. Fivos, let's go. Felix Volkart, send it, guys. Good to see you shred, Felix. Why aren't you here,
Ciao, Felix?
We wish you were here competing with us. But yeah, great to hear from you. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. As we see George Grisley, a potential title contender, going up for his first run. The combo category, again, if I'm being honest, I've sailed a lot with George. I've known him for a long time. I think the combo, he's got the moves, but again, it's not necessarily, I think, where he's going to shine. I think the air, the send it, that's where George is really going to shine. We've all seen the video of the no-handed burner in Fuerteventura, things like that off the waves. It's not far off the conditions that we've got here, but let's see what he's got for us in the combo category. We know he's got the double bounce.
Lining up.
Will he take some inspiration
Getting
from Sam and Steve
speed.
there? Loads of speed, cuts out.
Oh! Damn. Oof.
Goes
that looked a bit
down.
painful. I hope he's okay. Let's see.
Like a sack of potatoes. Fivos will be looking at that going, yep, That's what I wanted to happen. Dare I
But,
say, I mean, they're good friends. We're all good friends, but I'll be lying if Fivos, you know, he probably cracked a little smile there.
Definitely, definitely.
he's probably sitting on that pontoon going, yes! You know, he's going to be pretty excited there. Shame for George, but George, luckily, he looks like he's fine.
Yeah,
I think just the
he's good.
chop there as he took off. Yeah, let's wait and see. Look. Yeah, he just mistimed it. He went down a bit of chop as he popped. The nose just went straight in.
Exactly. The nose went straight in, and there's nothing to save anymore.
Again, me and Jamie Howard, when we were in the booth yesterday, we were discussing because you go so fast with the winch or with the jet ski and tow in.
So speedy.
You need to kind of let go and take a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
You know,
it's again all about the right timing.
you don't want to let go and immediately jump into it. You know,
Yeah.
you wanna just take a moment.
And stabilize for a sec. Yeah, definitely. But actually, this is also one of the things that the guys love the most about towing. That's what they all said. Well, it's so speedy, you know. They love the adrenaline about it. They love the speed about it. And yeah, that's actually one of the benefits. In the same time, it's also one of the difficult parts.
100%. Yeah, it's the show element as well. You know, it's they do get a little bit of excitement and, you know, perhaps a bit of a feeling, that kind of feeling of the arena.
Yeah,
that you maybe
definitely.
don't get in windsurfing. As we see, Fivos Supras getting ready to go up for his one. A bit of a unique takeoff for Fivos. You know, he chooses to kind of sit on the dock, already in his foot straps.
Yeah.
He did it
The only
clean.
one doing that,
Only
actually.
one.
But I mean, look how cute they're sitting and waiting there on the platform. Love it.
Yeah, good vibes. I wonder if they're talking to each other much, or I wonder if it's, you know.
Well, yesterday when I was there, they were actually talking a
were.
lot, and we were actually also singing a bit, so good vibes going on over there.
That's what we like to hear. That's good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it would be tense.
No, actually not at all. I mean, look at Lisa. She's smiling.
Yeah,
So
Lisa's,
now good vibes.
here we go. So we got Fivos lining up for his next, or his first run in this combo category. Fivos, again, he's got all the moves. I can't say, you know, which one of his is better, you know, which category he'll be better at, because if I'm honest, he's good at all of them.
Yeah, it's true. But he's a showman. He loves the show.
Yeah.
So he's really enjoying it. So I like, my gut feeling is also more towards the sanded and the stylish one.
Absolutely. Oh, look at the sense of
see.
speed you're getting there. 1,
Woo!
2, and slides round the third one, but just comes off the back there. Really sick from Fivos there.
Nice opener, Fivos.
Yeah, he'll be pleased with that one. That's going to put him a little bit ahead of George anyway.
Will add definitely to its self-confidence.
But as I said, you know,
rounds.
hopefully I didn't jinx George there with what I said before. For me, the combo category is not where he shines. I think we're going to see something big coming from him in some of the other categories.
Definitely, that's for sure.
So yeah, Fivos with a really nice run there. These guys are heading out. Next up, we have Bals Muller. A man who needs no introduction.
A Swiss local. So obviously the home crowd is very in his favor, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He was also playing around the whole day here on the on the pump foil. Also never-ending energy, this guy.
Yeah,
amazing.
It was really cool actually. I had a chance to have, you know, a bit of a longer interview with him. Oh, let's check out Fivos just quickly first. Wow, sick! Like Flaka Shaka rotation and jumped into a third Shaka as well.
Very nice one.
So jumping round.
Good opener.
Oh, that was so smooth,
so bouncy,
so stylish.
You know?
Yeah, that second rotation was beautiful. That one.
Yeah, that one
he came
was
all the way
smooth.
round as well. It was like an air shaka almost.
Nice one. He will be happy.
Loris V on YouTube, German way of starting. So maybe I know those guys train towing a lot, or a lot more than most other freestyle communities anyway. You know, they do quite a bit of it. So yeah, maybe
building up safe, you know, safely.
Absolutely. So there are the current standings. You've got Sam and Steve with a 9.375.
Oh, wow.
Fivos with a 6.75. Respectable score there coming in for that. Going into a triple rotation, but kind of just 2 rotations. And George with a 1. Frustrating for George there, start. Hopefully he doesn't get that in his head too much.
No. Nothing
As we see,
is lost
Bal's
yet.
getting up already. Bal's choosing to start like Fivos as well.
From the dock.
On the full Severn gear, carving around. He's enjoying himself.
Obviously, he needs to add that little extra touch, you know, of Balt style.
Absolutely, yeah. Bowser's got nothing to lose here. He's just here to enjoy himself. I had a chat to him earlier. He's just here for the fun and the vibes. Let's see what he's got for us. Woo! And he goes round the spot. Oh, my God. That was so sick. I mean, maybe he didn't.
Obviously, why we're not surprised, you know?
I mean, maybe he didn't get the memo about the fact that it's a combo, but maybe he wanted the double spock. I don't know. But either way, that was awesome. Perhaps should have saved it for the regular category, but hey,
I mean, the crowd loved it. Could you hear them just
I heard
screaming?
the crowd. Yeah, they want to see something a bit different. That was awesome spock there. Here we go. Let's watch the replay.
Going in. Oh, yeah. Nice drone angle. And here we go.
So, yeah, really nice spock there from Bowles.
This guy, he's just always an inspiration for everybody. I mean, all the guys, most of the guys, they were also saying, oh, it's just so amazing to be here with him also, you know, friends in the water, friends outside. So, yeah, Bowles is a big inspiration for everyone. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%. It was really great to catch up with him earlier. We had a bit of a longer interview with him and talking to him about, you know, his kind of motivation, what he does as we see him going into that spock. Let's take a little look at the proper replay.
Yeah.
There it goes. How did he save that?
I have no idea.
He kind of lost the sail, and then it just magically came back up to him. He used the force, and there it is. Look, the sail literally hit the water, bounced, and then came back
to him like a magician. You know, even this one looks stylish when he does it.
Oh, it's so nice.
It's just Bowles style. Oh my
Sick
God.
spock there from Bowles.
Nice one. Look at this.
And here we
Great
go.
one.
That is a foil, people.
Oh, a foil is coming in.
Yeah, so potentially for the regular category, or one of the many categories, I think Bowles is going to be going out on the foil. And getting towed in.
Interesting. That can spice up things, definitely.
I mean, it's definitely going to do something, that's for sure. As we see, yeah, he's changing his gear out. Very interesting. Next up, we have Steven van Broekhoven, freestyle legend.
Another big name here in the lineup.
Yeah, huge name, you know. And again, chatted to Steven for quite a long time earlier, and it was really great to get his thoughts on, you know, all this. And he was like, yeah, I don't train towing so much, but I love it. I love going out with the guys and putting a show on for people and, you know, trying new things. It's part of freestyle, and it's part of what makes this sport so great. And let's see what Steven's got for us.
Ooh, speedy.
1, 2.
Oh!
Caught up on that second rotation.
Yeah.
First one was huge, though.
The first one was great. Yeah, definitely.
Not what Steven wanted there. Frustrating for him.
Not sure, no.
I think because it is a little bit choppier, actually, this combo category is probably the hardest one.
Yeah, but the hardest in the beginning, you know. That's good at
course.
least for that.
Yeah, easily it's going to be the hardest category, you know, while the riders all kind of get used to it, everything like that, you know. Whereas once they've got the wave, they know, right, actually everything's going to be done in the air, so I don't need to worry about what the water state is.
Exactly.
You know, the lead up to it is going to be a little bit harder. But as I said, that's why we do the big practice runs, and I think they've managed to figure out a lot of, you know, the line-up and how they approach the wave.
Yeah, I mean, actually those training runs are super important for their self-confidence, to get used to the conditions, for everything, because as we said, in tow-in, you cannot practice that much.
Yeah, exactly.
So basically every show is actually a big training also.
100%, you know, and it's a really great way to look at it.
Yeah.
Bulgan Slag on YouTube, can someone tell Fivos to go for an air spock later? Would love to see that. I actually said that earlier as well, because I know a few guys have been playing with the kind of spock rotations. Andreas Rossler as well, unfortunately he's not in the finals. He went for this kind of big sort of shove-it spock, ended up turning into a kind of grubby forward loop kind of rotation, like a gutter flip.
Wow. I'm sure he won't disappoint us, that's for sure.
And yeah, I think we are going to see, you know, air spocks, things like that. We are going to see something a little bit different, a little bit more exciting. Yeah, something new, potentially. So, yeah. Lennart Neubauer.
Next one coming up.
Oof. Lennart has kind of become the next Terminator.
Yeah.
He's just sending it.
I mean, look how cool he's standing there just waiting for his lift. Look at that.
He just doesn't put a foot wrong, ever.
Exactly.
And he's still essentially at the start of his career.
Yeah,
I
mean,
know,
he's so young still.
He's only
you
19
know?
still. Yeah, and you feel.
But so professional at the same time.
Yeah, I feel like he's been around forever. And yet, you know, because he has. He's been around since he was
like
14.
It. Yeah, feels
you
like
know?
it.
He's been on the scene for so long, but he's only really getting started now. Obviously, coming off that big win in Silt, but also just making waves with the tow-in. You know, now getting into the foil style as well. Every aspect of freestyle windsurfing, he's just absolutely killing it at the moment.
He's living and breathing freestyle to the fullest. Huh?
But he's taking it so seriously as well. You know, he's going straight into. You know, he's going straight from here back to the Red Bull facility in Austria, working there for 2 weeks, getting himself really fit. Obviously, he's essentially still coming off an injury.
He's very professional.
So, yeah, really
no doubt
great
about
to see.
that.
Really great to see Lennart, and he's, a really great ambassador for the sport, and he's just enjoying himself. So let's see
Very
what Leonard
passionate.
has for us. He's been doing a lot of air funnel burners recently, but there's a bit of chop around that may make that move a little bit harder. But let's see what he's got for us.
Ooh. Yeah.
1,
2,
2.
3. Oh.
Called it.
Look at that. Oh, wow. Wow.
And there's the air funnel burner from Leonard Neubauer. Really sick, done for the crowd. Right next to that little pontoon there that you can see on the right-hand side. Yeah, textbook from Leonard Neubauer.
In perfection.
Wow, so good.
Nice one. He felt it. Look how happy he was.
It's like muscle memory at this point for him. You know, he can do that without thinking now. He's just got
With
that
closed eyes.
That air funnel burner just absolutely dialed. So the air funnel, that sort of 360 horizontal rotation, and then the cartwheel one, that's a burner. So yeah, a really technical combination that's kind of still winning heats. So yeah, to see it in towing is always a real treat.
Definitely.
So that is it for the
first
combo
one.
category.
Oh, wow. That was already too exciting.
That was it. So next up, we will be moving towards the regular category. So yeah. We are going to be seeing some different moves. You know, not that we've already seen you know, a Spock from Bao, so we've already seen these different things, but we're going to be seeing more of those kind of moves as we move into this regular category. And it looks like, I think for this regular category as well, it's worth knowing, people can choose to either use the wake boat wave, or they can choose to stay on the flat water. Given that there is a little bit of chop on the water today, it looks like the wind has actually dropped right off. So fingers crossed, it is just going to start getting even flatter. But yeah, given that there is a bit of chop, I would say they are going to be looking to use that wake boat. So coming up first for the regular category, we have Micah Hooverman. Let's see what she's got. As I said, earlier on today, she pulled off a sick Pasco. So yeah, I'm very excited to see if she can replicate that and pull something off. For you guys, wherever you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube, please make sure, leave us a comment. Let us know which of the athletes you're rooting for, what moves you want to see, and what you think of the show. Don't forget, you can also follow us on Instagram at Freestyle Pro Tour, where you can keep up with all the behind-the-scenes action of what is going on at the event as we get into the business end of finals day here. But don't forget, this isn't the end of the show as well. We are going to be doing some expression session stuff tomorrow. So yeah, but for now, it is all about finals and who is going to walk away as the tow-in champion of 2023. Go Lennart, some love coming in. Nancy Whitney on YouTube. Yeah, love. Always got love for Leonard Neubauer. He's got a lot of fans out there. Yeah, still, as I said, such a young rider, essentially at the start of his career, despite feeling like he's been around forever. I think he's only going to be going from strength to strength, you know, and he's done extremely well. Given how young he is, he's just staying so professional, you know, making all of the right steps to ensure that he has a longer career. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the combo round. So Lisa Kloster here just getting a bit stuck there, coming out of the back strap, so couldn't quite pop into that second rotation. So yeah, not ideal for Lisa. As I said earlier in the show, I think she is going to be looking to do more of that kind of air category. Sam Steve here with incredible triple rotation. Bounced into that third one so easily. Like a little skipping stone. 1, 2, 3. So fast. You know, opting to kind of keep it low. George, oh, huge slam there from George. Fivos with a really silky smooth, doesn't quite manage to stick the landing. Almost kind of just should have settled for 2 rotations there to land it, but obviously wanted a bit more. This is the combo category after all, and it's all about sending it, trying to do as much as you can. He managed to bounce again, but just came down on his back foot a bit. Baal's going for something different, as well, normal to be expected from him, with a really nice Spock there. But yeah, obviously, as it was only 1 rotation, yeah, the judges, will be wanting to see something a little bit different. Here we go, Micah Hooverman getting ready for her first regular run. Let's see what she has got for us. I think she is using the wave. There's the wave. And she goes for that shove it spot, goes down. Wow, sick shove it spock attempt there for Micah. Doing it off the wave, it's so hard to land back down over your board to be able to slide round the end of the spock there. But yeah, went big. And something a little bit different as well, which is always what the judges are going to be wanting to see. As I said, you know, with the toe-in, a lot of the moves for a few years were kind of fairly similar. It was a lot of kind of the sort of air funnel, burner rotations. Because of these categories now, we're kind of encouraging people to start doing different moves and really, really pushing the levels. And that's kind of what we're seeing now, you know, with things like shove it spocks. And let's check the replay out. Wow, just didn't quite manage to get the sail forwards towards the nose of the board so that she could land sliding. But super impressive attempt there. So great there from Micah Hooverman. And we will wait for the scores to drop for that shove it spock attempt. Next up, George Grisley. He'll be looking to bring it back a little bit. Beautiful view there of that nice ferry that goes past an awful lot every day. And yeah, once again, a huge thanks to Tropical Geneva for hosting us. And yeah, this beautiful location. Who'd have known that it was such a great place to hang out and enjoy some windsurfing. But clearly the whole of Geneva does, because the crowd is getting even bigger. And yeah, while we wait for the next rider, let's head over to an interview with Micah Hooverman.
Mikey, that was very powerful. How are you?
I'm fine. It was a bit of an explosion. I didn't really know what was happening. I wanted to like make a full rotation, but yeah, I don't know. It felt cool though.
It looked also amazing.
Yeah, I didn't want to try this in the practice because I was a bit scared. So yeah.
We're looking forward to see everything what's about to come.
Oh, huge there from George Grisley, going for the shove it spock as well, basically getting around it. It was almost like an air spock. Yeah, oh, sail has come off the board. I need to see the replay of that. Looks like the sail's actually come off the extension there. George going huge. He's going to need a minute to re-rig. Not ideal for George there. Yeah, hopefully his gear's okay. But yeah, the shove it spock seems to be not so good for your gear. Yesterday his outhole broke as well, trying the shove it spock. I'm going to say that one was almost more of an air spock. Yeah, as he kind of came round, it looked like he was almost flipping the sail, but we'll just wait to get a replay on it. So George swimming his way back, and here's the replay. So going big, grabs the other side of the boom, comes down, but again, just struggles to, it's such a hard move to do off a big old wave, to actually come down back over the board, staying in the foot straps. But he certainly sent it, that's for sure. Huge from George there. Next up, Steven van Broekhoven. Opting to go. Let's see what he's got. Obviously going for a push loop yesterday. Huge moves there. And something that we've never seen before. Is he going to go for another push loop? Looks like the wind has completely died now. The conditions are getting even better for tow-in as we move into the evening here in Geneva. A couple of the riders there just sitting on the pontoon getting ready. As they are getting ready, Steven van Broekhoven getting himself up and going. Let's see what he's got for us. I think he's gonna try the push loop again. He looked like he wanted it. I chatted to him yesterday. Him and Bowles were talking about it. He was like, no, I think I can do it. Oh no, didn't like it. Perhaps didn't like the angle there. Be interesting to see if he'll be given another go there. Because generally they say, you know, you only actually get one shot if you crash. But if not, let's wait and see if he'll be given another chance. Because he didn't crash. He didn't catapult or anything. Yeah, I would say as long as, because he didn't take off, because he didn't actually try a move, it should mean that he'll get to try it again. I would say perhaps the wake just didn't quite line up with what he was wanting to do. And joining me in the booth is one of the big senders from yesterday, young Austrian rider Andreas Rossler. Andy, how are you?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Yeah, the apparent wind manager himself. How are you enjoying the show today so far?
It's been awesome. Like, the moves have been massive so far. I'm really surprised. It's
big.
Really nice to watch. Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, they're fully going for it.
Yeah, well, it's the finals, you know. They've got to they've got to leave everything out there.
They have to, yeah.
Yeah, especially George there, going for that like kind of shove it Spock, air Spock kind of thing, you know, coming down.
He got a proper pop there and lived from the sail. That was massive.
It looked like his board kind of went through the wave a bit when he took off. And I think that kind of got him a bit stuck as we see him re-rigging his sail, getting everything put back together. Because his sail like came out of the extension, I think.
I wonder if the rope just snapped or...
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe it must have done. I can't think of any other way that it would have come out. Yeah. It's not something you tend to see very often. So yeah, pretty interesting one there.
But I think he's definitely happy with that one. I think you can't go really bigger than that.
Yeah, you literally can't. You know, it's a shame it's not the send it category.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're on the regular one. I mean, I'm sure he's still going to get rewarded for it. The judges are still going to enjoy that. You know, they want to see that kind of innovation. They want to see something new. You know, a bit like what you were trying yesterday. You were just on the cusp of qualifying for the finals today, going for that kind of shove it, Spock, grubby, forward, whatever it turned into. You know, it looked a bit like a kind of shove it cheese roll, the gutter flip, we call it. Taking a look at the scores on the doors so far. So this is taking into account, I think this is taking into account the riders that have already done this, you know, who have already taken part in both of the categories so far. So that's why you'll see George right up there. And this is where we are at the moment. We are on Steven van Broekhoven in the regular category. And let's see what he's got for us. So, what are we most looking forward to seeing?
So I feel like Steven is going to go for maybe like Pascal rotation again for the air category.
For the air, yeah, I mean, but what do you think about, so this is the regular that we've got coming up now.
Regular, yeah.
Yeah, so this is the regular. I think he wants to do the push loop again.
Yeah, for sure. That push loop for regular, yeah.
Because he was talking about it earlier.
No, I think definitely
he was talking about it earlier, and he was like, I know I can do it. He said if I had a smaller sail, I think he was on a 4.4 yesterday. He said if I had a 4.0, there'd be a bit less mass, because that was what happened yesterday. The top of the mast caught the water.
Yeah, and I think if it takes a bit of a better line than yesterday, because yesterday he kind of had to carve a bit more towards the wave.
Yeah.
If he stays a bit close, I think he can like fully land it.
I think so, yeah, as we see him going again. So it looks like he will get another opportunity, and let's see what he has got for us. I'm hoping it's the push loop, personally.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
And let's see. Steven van Broekhoven lining up. He's got a bit of a better wave now.
Oh!
Not quite a push loop, bit more of a kind of shifty almost.
Yeah. It's kind of in between.
Kind of a bit more of like a cork rotation. Didn't quite manage to go fully upside down. So it'd be really interesting to see what the judges score this as. Sorry if you're hearing a bit of feedback noise. There's like a little micro-like glider in the air that just seems to be doing circles right around our booth here. But hopefully he will be going away. But yeah, if you're wondering what the noise in the background, really nice there from Steven. Managed to land it this time. I think he deliberately was like, I'm not going to bring the mast too close to the water. But kind of meant that he didn't quite get himself right over the gear.
Yeah. But I would still count it as a push loop, though.
I mean, what else can you count it as?
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to count as anything else. Yeah. So, yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the judges think. So, Steven there, yeah, with a kind of push loop or something.
Push loop shifty.
It almost looked a bit more like a shifty, didn't it? But it didn't. He didn't take off like a shifty, but he rotated like a shifty. So it was a bit
of an off-axis push loop.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, really. But yeah, interesting. Looks like George has got his kit rigged again. He's ready to go back out. Yeah, unfortunately, just didn't quite get it. But it looked like he put a good score down.
Definitely, yeah.
And he, as I said, it is 2 discards.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 discards. So he will be able to discard his combo straight away because obviously he crashed. You know, he only got 1 point.
Yeah.
So he'll be able to get rid of that. It's your best 2 scores that will score. And with that, why don't we head over to Greta in the boat to have a chat with George about that big old crash.
George, what a message off its spark.
Yeah, that really hurt. But no, it's all good. I hit it really good on the wave. I didn't quite get around the sail as much as I would have liked actually, but it felt pretty good. It was high and just a big landing again after the first one was not a good one.
Hey, but the crowd loved it, this I can tell you already.
Yeah, it's all about the height, all about the show anyway, so as long as the people are happy, that's what we're here to do, so yeah.
Perfect, good luck for the next round.
Thanks very much.
Difficult for George there. I mean, because he's in that title contention. You know, he was really nervous earlier, and he was like, "Oh, I'm overthinking this. I don't want to be thinking about how big it is. I don't know." And I kind of said to him, I was like, "It's one run at a time." Yeah. You know, but I worry. You know, he's got in his head a bit, and obviously, each run that goes wrong, you're going to get more and more worried about it. Yeah,
Definitely, yeah.
Not ideal. As we see Sam Esteve, I think, getting up and going, heading towards the ramp. What's he got for us? Oh, goes down.
I think he also wanted to go for the shaka, maybe.
Yeah.
With the wake coming from the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of wanted to go on the heels. It looked like it, but it ended up kind of just looking like a bit of a Pasco.
Yeah.
Which is perhaps not necessarily what he really wanted. But yeah, I think you're right. I think maybe he wanted that shaka. It looks like his legs got... Yeah, no. I don't know. He lost his feet out of the straps there. Woo! So again, not necessarily something different. So potentially the judges, maybe sort of will penalise him on that a little bit. He won't get as many points because he has done it in the regular category. But I mean, still a big move going down. Yeah, he seems pretty chill. We were talking about it earlier. Sam seems so relaxed all the time.
Yeah. He's really relaxed.
He's not so worried about it.
And especially with the 2 discards, I think it kind of pushes the rider to go a bit more higher and a bit more extreme. Because 100%. They have a bit more margin of error with 2 discards.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sam and Steve, points coming in for him. So these are the scores overall. So it's worth bearing in mind, obviously, a couple of the riders won't have been able to take their second run yet. So that's why you're seeing Bals Muller there with only 3.5 points. Obviously, he hasn't had his chance for the regular category yet. So currently, Sam and Steve, he's in a pretty good position.
Definitely.
That triple rotation he did earlier, that triple bounce was incredible.
He was super stylish, like taking the hand off in the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really sick. Yeah, taking the hand off on that third one just to get that little bit more extension. And he kind of did the whole thing.
He did the whole thing one-handed, yeah.
Yeah. Really, really impressive there from Sam and Steve. So next up, I think, is Fivos. But we haven't had Lisa yet, so we're just waiting. Obviously, because they're using the wake, some of them will be kind of doing it a little bit differently. Some riders like to go regular, some riders like to go goofy. Obviously, it's quite confusing because this is the regular category. But essentially, some riders like to go right foot forwards, some riders like to go left foot forwards. So Sam and Steve, they're actually going before Lisa Kloster. You can see the regular category, that's where we are. So I think it will be Lisa up next. In fact, behind this, I can see Lisa getting ready to go. So Lisa Kloster in the regular category. Next up will be Style, and then, of course, Send It.
Oh, yeah.
Which one of the categories is your favorite?
I think it's going to be the Style one, because I think a lot of the guys are going to try to kind of tweak it a bit more and go in kind of weird body positions in the air, or maybe take a few hands off and do stuff no-handed.
I'm hoping we're going to see some grabs.
Oh, some grabs, yeah.
And also, it's worth noting, Bals has actually gone out with a foil board. I don't know if you noticed that. He came in and he swapped his board, so he now has a foil.
Going to be interesting to watch, yeah.
Bals is now actually out there with a foil, so he's going to add a whole new dimension to it. And with that, let's hear from the Flying Frenchman while we wait for Lisa to head out. Sam and Steve is with Greta in the boat. Okay, we'll catch up with Sam later as we wait for Lisa to get ready. Again, taking that similar stance, I think. Kind of just sitting on the dock. Oh, actually, no, she's not doing it.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've actually chatted with Phoebus a bit about grabs, and he said he's not gonna thinking about.
He's thinking about grabs.
Yeah, maybe eventually doing a bit of a tail grab during a move or a rail grab. Yeah.
So it's definitely in their minds then.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, we've seen Bals doing it before, but I wonder if he'll be doing it with a foil, because that's pretty scary.
I wondered if he's gonna use the wake with the foil.
I think so.
Yeah, because I think that
you don't necessarily need it, so maybe no.
No, but I feel like it's bald, so I think he might go for like some really high.
I think he's gonna go for something
foil
crazy.
moves, yeah.
Yeah, like a cheese roll with the foil or something like that. You know, I think we're gonna see something big from him anyway. That's for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely one to look out for.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very, very excited to see that. But before that, we have Lisa Kloster, and then Fivos, and then it will be Bals, and finishing it off, of course, Leonard Neubauer. But it's all about Lisa right now, as we see her getting ready to grab the winch. What she got for us, again, regular. I think we're going to see a Shaka.
Yeah, she's been talking about it quite a lot.
Well, she did one yesterday.
Yeah.
She did one yesterday. I think, chatting to her yesterday, she was like, I think she kind of even surprised herself with it,
It's a really unusual move for toe in a Shaka.
Yeah, well, it's kind of one of those moves like you need the wind. You need that kind of apparent wind, that feeling. As far as I know, there's only been a couple done in toe in proper Shakas. Antoine Albert most notably doing it in Austria.
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. That was amazing. That was one of the first times we've seen it. And it was so clean. And it was full proper Shaka, top of the mast.
Over the sail. Fully
it didn't kind of look like one of those sort of air funnels where the sail goes horizontal. Like it was a Shaka from the moment he took off.
But it's
definitely
really
awesome
a tricky
to see.
one to figure out in towing, I think.
Yeah, are we going to see that from Lisa as well? Let's wait and see. So got the winch. Let's see what she's got. I think going off the wave, she's going to want to repeat of that Shaka again. Let's see though. Let's see. Don't forget, if you guys are watching on YouTube or over on our Facebook page, let us know which of the athletes you want to see on the podium, what moves you want to see. Let's get a bit of a discussion going there. I know some people have written in they want to see air spocks. I mean, we've basically already seen that from George. His gear kind of not liking him doing that, really. But it looks like he's got it all back together and he's ready to go again.
Yeah, I think I'm going to see a couple of more like air spocks, shove it spocks attempts.
Yeah, absolutely. What's going through your head when you're kind of sat there looking at that and you're looking at all the crowd on the rocks there? What was going through your head yesterday when you were...
I feel like before you're on the board, you're really nervous, but the second you're actually going and you're in the straps, you pretty much forgot all that and just think about what you want to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of just you in the world.
Yeah,
you're
you kind of blend everything else out and you just focus on the wave and the move you're about to do.
Yeah, that's a good point. Lisa Kloster there, getting out onto the heels. There's the Shaka.
Oh.
Oh, came out the straps there. Went much bigger on that one. That was much more of a kind of sort of
Shaka position, yeah. She's definitely going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, that was really sick. Just didn't quite manage to finish it yesterday. She fully landed it and kind of came round. Looks like she kind of, because she went a bit bigger, you come down and the impact... she kind of flew out the straps as soon as she, touched back down onto the water.
Yeah, as we said, the landings are pretty hard to nail because you have no wind, so you have to land pretty much straight up on the board.
Yeah.
Which is something you're normally not really used to in surfing because you always rely on the wind to catch yourself a bit.
Yeah, the wind helps you catch the move and kind of keep going after you've landed it, whereas towing, that's why, Sam and Steve and Lennart and stuff, the fact that they're landing moves just so clean and done. That's what makes such a big difference, compared to some of the other riders. The fact that those guys can just land, boof, and it's so clean, makes it all the more impressive. So Lisa back in the boat. Next up, Fivos. Let's check out the replay. So just the back foot came out.
Yeah, during the landing.
Yeah. But some nice airtime there. Really managed to travel.
Yeah.
Sick there from Lisa Kloster. She'll be pretty stoked with that one. That will be her run for the regular category. Beautiful view there of the wake boat. You can see plenty of people sitting in it. We know with the wake boat, the more people you've got in it, the heavier it's going to be, the bigger the wave.
Yes.
which
and
is
we
what
won
we're
the
after.
big wake.
So Fivos up now. Fivos in contention for the title. It's kind of a bit of a battle because Yentl was knocked out. It's a battle between him and George Grisley, two duotone riders. Fivos so far with the upper hand, but let's see what he's got for us. You know, he did a beautiful kind of flaka shaka rotation, you know, earlier on in the combo category. But yeah, let's wait and see what he's got for us. Yeah, in this regular. What do you think he's going to go for?
Oh, it's hard to tell. I think he might also go for like maybe a Kanya Brava or also Shavitsbok.
Oh, no, he's regular.
Oh,
he's in that regular stance. We're going to see. Oh! Oh! We are going to see a catapult, people. That's what we're going to see. Oh, went down.
A regular catapult.
It is so hard in that regular. You're so twisted up, aren't you?
Yeah.
You've kind of got feet one way, you're kind of chest and torso the other way. You're holding onto the sail. It's such a difficult position to be in.
When it's a bit choppy, it gets a bit more wobblier, and then the speed.
Yeah, it's really difficult. But Fivos, he seems all right. He put his thumbs up there. I'd say he's probably a little bit winded. As I said, they are getting towed about 80 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're going pretty quickly. So, yeah, big slam there from Fivos. Because he didn't try a move, he will get another chance. So they will bring the winch back out to him. He's all smiles.
He's smiling,
man.
yeah.
He's so positive. I swear he is always smiling.
Yeah, you see him just going over the
he
chop and then catching a rail.
Full front flip. Let's see that again.
Oh.
And he's still going. Oh, my. That was crazy. Full skimming. That was like a, you know, like you watch the kind of old school speed sailing videos of the guys like in Namibia and in France, and they're sort of skimming
like
along the water.
That
was like one of those.
Yeah.
That was one of those crashes. And let's head over while we wait for them to reset for Fivos to Lisa and Greta in the boat.
Lisa, in the opening round you told me that you would like to do a shaka, and you did it. Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was a bit harder than yesterday and the landing wasn't perfect, but I'm still really happy with it.
Cool, looking forward to see the next tricks.
Thank you.
Great to hear from Lisa there. Yeah, pretty stoked. Wanted to do the shaka, went out, did the shaka. Ticked off. Yeah, really nice from Lisa as we reset for Fivos after... I'm going to say that's been my favourite catapult so far.
Yeah, you saw him skipping over the water afterwards.
2 full, like, flips,
yeah,
essentially, from Fivos. Yeah, unbelievable there. I feel bad that I keep laughing. I'm sorry, guys, but that's what we want to see. We want to see big crashes as much as we want to see the big moves. Obviously, of course, we don't want to see people hurting themselves. But Fivos came up with a smile. He might have been a bit winded, but, you know, he's a showman, like we've been saying. You know, he's here for the show. That's what he wants to be putting out there.
Yeah, and it's really tricky in the twisted up position. Especially you saw him going a bit over a chop, and when you're not like focused to stay over the sail, you kind of, it's easy to catch a rail in that position.
Yeah. Oh, big slam there. Beautiful little island there.
Yeah.
Of all the riders sitting chilling out. You can see the winch being brought back out to Fivos, passed over to him. It's a good little system that the guys at Tropical Geneva have got for us. They've been great with hosting us and working with the riders to work out the kind of line of where the winch goes and how the boat crosses over to make sure that they've got the best wave to perform their moves. Yeah, it's all working really well. And we're very thankful, obviously, to those guys for hosting us. And it's just a beautiful location to be in. Cortex coming in on YouTube in the comments. That was the triple combo. Yeah, I think he did 3 flips. I mean, he did it without his windsurf kit, and he did it skimming across the water. He's probably glad he's wearing his wetsuit anyway.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's got one of those impact wetsuits. But yeah, really impressive there from Fivos. And it looks like he's actually going to go for that again. He's going to go, yeah. Fivos loves Formula One. He wanted to feel like a Formula One wheel at one time in his life. Well, I think he definitely feels like it now. He definitely went through the washing machine, that's for sure. But he's going again. He is in that regular stance. You can see just how twisted up it is as he heads towards the wake. What's he got for us? I'm going to say the double air culo. Has he got it? Let's go. And the Kono.
Oh, going for the regular Kono.
Ah, regular Kono there. Obviously, a very difficult move to do without any wind.
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't quite manage to bring the board back down under him. But he certainly got some airtime, and it was something a little bit different as well.
Yeah, I think the judges are liking it if they see different moves.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's what this format is also trying to encourage. Getting the riders doing things a little bit differently, so it's not just those kind of air funnel burner sort of rotations, which, as impressive as they are, once you've seen
couple of them,
a few of them, it does start, especially if you're judging it as well, you're like, well, how was that one any different to that one kind of thing. So yeah, if they can mix things up a little bit, it makes the judges' lives a lot better, that they can judge it. And of course, you guys at home as well, we want to see a bit of variation. We want to see a mixing up of it. That's the beauty of windsurf freestyle, is all the different moves and combinations you can do. And if we can bring that into the tow-in arena as well as freestyle windsurfing, it only makes it more exciting for the guys.
Yeah, and we've actually seen quite a lot of new moves this event, I feel like, so far.
Yeah, I mean, most notably for me, while he's on screen, Fivos for me has been the standout. That clue first ponch kind of thing. Let's take another look at that Kono, though. I mean, he went up. It looked like it was a cabbie almost. He kind of brought it back down for a cabbie. Yeah, went down. But yeah, let's get some words from the man himself. Fivos is in the boat with Greta.
Nice Kono, Fivos. Are you satisfied?
Yeah, that's all right. The problem is it's a little bit tricky to go with the chop and the normal stance. So I had to go slower and I didn't get the height that I wanted. And I think I needed a little bit more speed to go higher and make a better show. But I'm still happy, I'm still smiling. I'm having a good time. Yeah.
That's the right mindset. Good luck for the next round.
Thank you so much.
Fivos always with the positivity. Yeah, he's a great guy to have around at the events. Obviously does a lot of stuff with the German freestyle battles as well. The scene out there, those guys are always windsurfing together. It looks awesome, the events they do, and he's always there, he's always smiling. You always see the videos, and he absolutely rips as well, as we've just seen. So yeah, great to see him enjoying the vibes here in Geneva. But yeah, next up, another man that needs no introduction, another man full of positive vibes and energy, Bals Muller himself, opting to do this on a foil board. So this is going to be an interesting one. I'm not too sure what to make of this. He's taking the foil style and the toe-in and mixing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the niche within the niche. And let's see what he has got for us.
See if he uses the wake or not.
I don't think he will, because I think you're already going to get the lift.
Yeah.
I think he's probably spoken. It looks like the witch is going to tow him a bit slower. He is going to use the wave. We were wrong. Let's see what he has got for us. So letting go.
Oh,
oh my God. Going for
cheese roll.
The cheese roll on a foil off a wave. Classic Bals Muller. Somebody should do a Willy Skipper, Lazy Susan type move from Cortex on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, maybe Bals will do it with a foil. He was doing Willy Skippers with a foil the other day. So yeah, maybe he'll bring that into tow-in as well. I mean, I perhaps wouldn't recommend it, but yeah.
That was
crazy
a sick one,
cheese roll there on the foil from Bals. I was quite intrigued to see what kind of move he was going to do. There, but I'm not sure I was expecting it to be a cheese roll.
No, I mean, I thought back loop for a second, but a cheese roll is...
In my head, I thought he was just going to go for a kind of Pasco or something like that.
Yeah.
But let's head over to Bals in the boat.
2, 1.
Bals, obviously you had to take a foil.
Yeah, well, it's quite rough towing conditions with the choppy water, so I thought I'm just going to fly over the choppy water. That might going to make it a little bit easier. Well, it's I mean, foil cheese roll is freaking scary, even in normal foiling, wind foiling. So I didn't really know what to expect, but it blew my mind. It worked out.
You also blew our mind.
That's nice. That's what we're here for, drawing up a cool show, freestyle. That's what freestyle is all about. So yeah, what a time to be alive. Excited for the next rounds to come.
And how are you feeling to perform in front of your home crowd in Switzerland?
It's so nice seeing everyone here enjoying this late summer day. I mean, it's amazingly warm. Although when you're sitting here on the platform for like 1 hour, it starts to get a little freezy. So we got to heat up the action and making it happen. Now it seems like actually it's getting classier. So maybe for the next 2 rounds, we're gonna have the classic crazy action we're all expecting to be happening. So now, yeah, Leonard is coming up. Ooh-bah!
Leonard Neubauer in that regular position as well. Let's see what he's got. I'm predicting the double air cooler.
Yeah, me
he
too,
recently landed it. Let's see what he's got. And there it is! Oh. Doesn't quite manage to stick the landing, but goes all the way around it. Really sick there from Leonard Neubauer, going straight from chatting to Bowles about how extreme all this is and how scary it is, and then going and seeing Leonard straight into the double air cooler. He looks pretty stoked there.
That was a nice one, yeah.
Yeah, that was sick.
Made it all the way around.
Yeah, he did. I mean, we haven't really seen that either for this whole event. We haven't
No.
seen the double air cooler. We haven't seen, those kind of moves. Again, I've been just, talking about it in terms of just freestyle, not necessarily toe-in. It's still, 8 years on from the first time it was landed. 8 years on, it's still a move that only a handful of riders can actually land.
Definitely, yeah. And especially
what I mean?
consistent.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's still one
another
of those
thing
moves.
of,
We're
like-
only seeing, I reckon, 10 riders that can actually go out there. You go out there and go and do a double air cooler, and they can actually go and do it. There's not many riders that are doing it. He's obviously only just learned it, but the fact that, straight round that second rotation. 1.
And 2.
2. That second one was so sick, the way,
And he actually stayed quite in control of it.
Yeah, I mean, if it was done in wind or anything like that, it looks like the sail would have essentially come round.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really impressive there from Leonard Neubauer. Interesting to see the scores. So next up, we are going into the style category, and first up we have Mike Hooverman. Now, style is again exactly what it says on the tin. We want to see style. We want to see you pulling it off nicely. We want to see you planing out of the move. We want to see you taking a hand off. We want to see you grabbing the board in the middle of the rotation.
Maybe taking a foot off.
I mean, I'm not sure I'd recommend it. It's happened to a few riders already.
Yeah.
But yeah, things like that. Something a little bit different, but also stylish. We want to see you landing it. You're really kind of focusing on that side of it. So let's see what Mike Hooverman's got for us. She's actually looks like she's in that regular position, choosing to, that kind of twist it up. So it's technically switch in toe-in, but regular in...
Like normal surfing terms.
Exactly, normal. Yeah.
Yeah, because things with toe-in, you're normally back-winded in toe-in.
Yeah.
So if you think about it freestyle terms, normally you would duck the sail first until you're back-winded.
Yeah.
So you're not switching your feet, actually.
Yeah.
So this classical toe-in stance where you're facing the sail, in normal surfing you would actually have to step in switch first.
Yeah.
So you switch your feet, then you duck the sail, and then you're pretty much in the toe-in stance.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And it was interesting, Jamie talking about it and saying toe-in is actually so good for training this stuff because you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You're straight away into that position. So for learning, funnels, double funnels, let's see what Mike Hooverman's got for a style. Whoa!
Oh! A one-handed culo.
One-handed culo. Was it no-handed? I don't know. We'll have to get a replay from one of the other angles. It looked like she might have taken both hands off. Or was it maybe it was just one-handed? She looks pretty stoked either way. Colin on Facebook, classic Fivos slam. People are loving Fivos' crash. Massive. Manolis Orfanos, Lennart. Some love coming in from Greece for Lennart. Obviously pulling off that double air culo in the last round. Really impressive. But yeah, Mike Hooverman there with a nice one-handed culo for her run in the style category. Plenty of style there. Style for days. So a boat coming over to grab Micah, and they are taking the winch back out. Next up, you can't say style in freestyle windsurfing without talking about Sam Steve.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And let's see what he's got for us. I wonder if he'll be using, I think he'll be using the wave.
Yeah.
Is this it? Are we going to see the triple rotation? Yeah, took the hand off. Nice.
All the way around. One-handed.
Full one-handed culo. Nice there from Micah Hooverman. Really sick.
You don't really see one-handed culos that often.
You're kind of so twisted up. It's quite a strange position to be in because you're in that regular already. You see the one-handed burners, I think, come a lot more naturally.
Yeah.
Because you're going that way anyway. But with the Kulo, you know, it seems like it's, yeah, you do see some riders doing them, but generally, yeah, with the Kulo, it is a bit more of a kind of two-handed move. So let's see, Sam and Steve winding up. Are we going to see the triple air rotation, or is he going to be saving it for the send it? Yeah, surely he's going to try it now and then try it again in the send it.
Yeah, just to two of them. Yeah.
I'd have thought so. Either way, it's still going to look pretty stylish. I mean, the one he landed 2 years ago was really stylish, you know.
And everything he does, he looks so relaxed.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like no effort for him.
Oh, it's so chill. Yeah, it's epic. Yeah. Everything always looks so, yeah, as you said, relaxed. It doesn't, there's no, it doesn't, obviously there is effort going into it, but it looks effortless.
Yeah.
You know. Socrates on YouTube, full power Lennart. Yeah, I'm interested to see what Lennart's got. Yeah, after that big double air Kulo going into this style category, it's going to be interesting to see what he's got for us as well. But yeah, Sam and Steve, here we go, up and riding. Let's see what he's got. So is he using the boat? Yeah, boat is there, so he will be using a ramp. Has he got the triple air rotation in him? Let's hope so. Let's see what he's got.
Oh. Didn't quite catch it, but I think he took a
big
hand
love
off.
there from the crowd.
I think he took a hand off during the rotation. Huh?
He did?
I think, yeah.
Let's wait
I
for
think
the
we have to wait
replays.
for the replay, yeah.
If he did, that's pretty crazy. We haven't seen many one-handed Pascos.
No.
Which hand would you take off, though? I mean,
I think he took it off during the second rotation, so the front one.
Okay, front hand off in second rotation.
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
That's my guess.
It all happened so fast for me. It was like a blur.
Yeah.
I was too excited. He looks pretty stoked with himself anyway. Let's wait and see. So nice crowd there enjoying it from the rocks. And then behind that as well, Tropical Geneva is stacked. If you are in Geneva and you're watching this, turn your TV off and come down and join us. Come and watch the show. So we're just waiting for the replay there from this. And let's see, that full kind of Pasco rotation from Sam and Steve. Again, he hasn't put a foot wrong now. That's his third move so far. But yeah, let's go over to Sam and Steve, who's in the boat with Greta, and get some words about that move.
Sam, wow, was that one of your infamous burner extensions?
Yeah. We were kicking in Morocco last year, the burner extension, and it went really well, so I'm really happy now.
It was amazing. I mean, the crowd freaked out and loved it.
Yeah, the wave was pretty close to the rocks and the crowd, so I could really be close to them, and I think they feel it.
Amazing, we all felt it. Well done.
Thank you.
Pretty stoked with it. So yeah, it sounds like it was that kind of, sort of one-handed burner 360. Yeah, whoa! That was so sick.
Oh, it looked like he goes for a grab.
Dude, he was
kind of,
extended back the other way. Oh my, that was, no wonder the crowd went wild. This was the angle we saw. He went out of the camera frame, so I kind of missed all that. That was so sick.
Yeah. Kind of tweaked it a bit also.
That was so different. We haven't seen something like that before, really. That was, that's what we want to see. Next up, Fivos. What's Fivos got for us?
I think he might go for the Cana Brava-ish rotations.
Oh, Air Cana Brava maybe, yeah. Cana Brava, that's a stylish move.
Definitely,
and not one we see that often either. Yeah, I feel like he'll be saving something clue first for the send it potentially. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully, have we got that Air Cana Brava as he heads up towards the wave? What's he got? No-handed burner! Oh. He put the hands wide. I thought we were going to see the Cana Brava, but no. Big no-handed burner there from Fivos. The sail was so far away from him. Sick there from Fivos.
Sick no-handed burner.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Also a move we kind of see more often now compared to the past, I feel like.
Well, it was in for a few years. It was quite trendy. All the riders were doing it, things like that. And then people kind of stopped doing it. And then I feel like in the last sort of 2 or 3 years, suddenly we're seeing all the riders like, it's quite a fun move.
Yeah.
And it scores really nicely as well in competition. So suddenly, the riders are all going back to taking their hands off, you know. it's one of those things, you know, actually, if you can just land the burner and jump round into a 360 and things, a lot of riders are like, well, I'll do that rather than taking both hands over things. But actually now, just doing one big no-handed burner, you know, you're kind of going to score better for that than you would with a 360. So I think that's been reflected with the riders deciding, oh, well, we'll go for that instead, you know.
And it looks pretty impressive. So
yeah. Whoa. Almost just went too fast.
Yeah, almost went for
the
double.
The sail went, look, the sail went round way too much. He almost should have like thrown it down and jumped round. Usually you want to jump around the sail and the sail doesn't really move, but there the sail just threw itself, but equally it doesn't have the wind to resist it. Really nice there. So next up in the style, we have Balsmuller, I think still on the foil. I don't think he came in and swapped boards.
Yeah, no, I think he haven't, no.
So current rankings we've got here, bearing in mind, taking into account some of the riders haven't completed their third run in the style, so that will be reflected in the points. So George, currently in 6th, he hasn't had his style run yet. But Sam and Steve with a total of 19.375. Bearing in mind, two of these, their 2 worst scores will be taken away. So this is the overall. So Sam and Steve currently sitting pretty in first place.
So Bals on the foil
again. As we see Bals on the foil, it does look like they're towing him a little bit slower on the foil, because obviously you don't need that speed with the lift. It just end up pulling you out of the water.
Yeah.
But let's see what he's got for us. He's already done the cheese roll. Something a bit different. Oh, no-handed burner.
And catches the sail again.
Caught the sail, but just got a bit caught up on the mast there. Oh, his boom clap opened. Decided to change his boom height halfway through the move. How do you... I don't know. It was really interesting talking to him, you know, earlier on. We had a big interview with him and chatting to him for quite a long time, and we were kind of talked a little bit about, you know, the being such a pioneer and, you know, making up all these moves and, you know, all this. And I was kind of like, wait, how do you just get rid of this, like, fear? There's just no fear. The fact that you can just go at a wave like that on a foil and go, cool, I'm going to throw myself over it with a foil above my head and let go with the sail. Yeah. You know, the fact that there's just so much going on at the time, but he just seems so relaxed about it. I mean, I know, you know, he said in interviews that you have to do it 999 times, and then the 1,000th time you might land it, you know. And it is just repetition, of course. But, I mean, still just so crazy. And, yeah, let's get some words from the man himself and head over to Greta in the boat.
Bals, so close, almost.
Well, I guess I've had it in my hands, but I kind of, before takeoff, I almost slipped out, and I thought it's going to be a fail, and then I kind of made it happen, but I opened the boom with my hand. So when I actually grabbed the boom again, I realized, fuck, oh, I should watch my language, no, but I kind of bumped, but still I'm surprised that it kind of worked out as well.
Hey, the crowd wants to see more things like this, huh?
Yes, exactly. So now we're going into the send it list. I have something in my mind that's kind of possible. Let's see, maybe no push loop, no.
Anyway, you're going to send it, that's for sure.
Yes, I was thinking about Lazy Susan, but now on the foil, I guess I stick to a safer trick than Lazy Susan on the foil. No, it's going to be fun for sure. Let's make it happen.
I mean, a Lazy Susan. That sounds pretty crazy, but let's see what else he's got for us. As we see, Leonard Neubauer currently leading. Let's see what he's got for us in this third round, going in for some style. Oh, yes!
Air Cana Brava.
He said to me yesterday, he was like, Sandy, what do you want to see? And I was like, I want to see the Air Cana Brava. And he was like...
And he did it, yeah.
He was like, I was also thinking of this move. Oh, so sick. Shame he didn't quite manage to stick the landing on it. Really frustrating, but yeah, full extension there. The Cana Brava is what we want to see. If anyone's wondering, the Cana Brava, it's kind of like a flacker rotation, but you, as you jump, you kind of slide your backhand right back to the clew and pass the clew over your head and grab the other side of the boom.
So you shift the sail behind your back.
It's such a cool move. I love doing them. It feels so fun, so chill, and it always just looks quite cool as well, I think. So yeah, but to do that in the air as well. Wow,
all
so
the way
sick.
in the air,
Yeah, love to see that. Can't wait to see the replays on that. Yeah, again, shame didn't quite manage to stick the landing, but equally we don't mind it. We're here for the style, and there was definitely plenty of style in there. So here we go. Wow, see, he goes round the clew, but doesn't come back over the board. Woo!
So I feel like that's one of my favorite moves to watch.
It's such a fun move.
Yeah.
Wow, so sick there from that angle. The crowd enjoying the views. So they are now switching the wave to the other side for the riders who will be riding goofy, so right foot forwards, and they will be Lisa Kloster, George Greisley, and Steven van Broekhoven. Steven van Broekhoven choosing to go right foot forward. What's he got for us?
Steven right foot forward. Maybe a push loop again.
Nah, the push loop he was doing the push loops on with left foot forwards. So let's wait and see. Oh, I don't know. It's exciting. Style. Maybe a shove it Spock, maybe, or maybe he'll be going regular for it.
Yeah, he's done a few shove it Spocks in towing before.
Yeah, he did. The first one was in Austria. Yeah. In 2020, but there was a little bit of wind for that though.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's why we saw the Shacker as well, I think. But yeah, let's wait and see. Either way, I can't wait. So first up will be Lisa Kloster, but they are just resetting the course and getting the riders out. Let's wait and see what they've got for us.
Yeah, so they're pretty much pumping all the water from one tank of the boat to another to change the side of the wave.
Exactly, yeah. So the wake boat, actually, they can kind of fill the hull up with water.
Yeah.
To make it even heavier, and that helps create a larger wave. But it's on a bias, so they put it on one side or the other of the hull. So they will be adding it to the other side. So don't forget, guys, if you're watching on YouTube or over on Facebook, let us know. Leave us a comment. Let us know who you are rooting for. And then also you can head over to the freestyleprotour.com where you can see the live scoring of what is going on. All the riders sat on the island. The wake boat has just come in. I think they're just letting a few people off it. As I said, or as Andy said, they are changing the side for it, and then they will be heading back out for the riders as we are starting to get a beautiful sunset here on the shores of Lake Geneva.
Actually, the conditions also seem to improve a bit. Like the wind kind of disappeared.
And then it looks like from the judges coming in hot, that one-handed kind of burner into funnel extension thing from Sam and Steve, that was a perfect 10 from the judges. This move here. Man, he is so sick how he left. The way he just fully turned and looked the other way.
Yeah,
looking the opposite way to the rotation you're going in is so stylish.
Kind of stayed behind with his body a bit, and then...
That was so sick.
Yeah.
There was a British rider called Nick Hibditch who used to do one-handed burners like that all the time. Like he'd, usually you see a one-handed burner, you're still kind of looking into the rotation, but he'd kind of jump, let go with his backhand and look back the other way as you would rotate, and it must be so hard.
Yeah.
You think, imagine trying to do a shaka or something like that, and you look behind you as you take off. Your head leads so much of your body, so the fact that they can kind of look the other way whilst getting the rest of their body to go round the move is just so impressive. So yeah, really, really sick there from Sam and Steve. I can see why the judges gave it a perfect 10.
Yeah, another replay look of it. Yeah, there you see his head.
Yeah.
He looks behind his body.
Oh, it's crazy. So twisted up, made of elastic. Yeah, look there.
Oh,
wow,
that's
so
insane,
much.
yeah.
And then just comes down and just lands it so clean. Land it like a cat. So looks like they are taking the winch back out. Next up, we have Lisa Kloster. As I said, they've been redoing the boat, getting ready for the riders on. They're going to be doing it the other side, goofy, so doing it right foot forwards. So we've got Lisa right foot forwards. What do you think we're going to see from her?
Oh, Lisa right foot forward. Doesn't she do her Spock's right foot forward?
No, I think we're going to see one-handed air funnel kind of thing from Lisa. George, I could not tell you what we're going to see.
No, me neither. I was chatting to him today a bit. We were a bit of brainstorming what moves he should do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, we talked about so many moves, so I think he kind of keeps it a secret.
Beautiful Mont Blanc in the distance there. Yeah, we're treated to some incredible views here in Geneva. You can see Mont Blanc in the background there. But yeah, I don't know what George is going to do.
No. I think he kept it a secret a bit.
I think it's going to be no-handed burner.
Yeah.
I think no-handed burner. It's one of his moves. Everyone's seen the one he did in Fuerteventura on Instagram. You know, that video went super viral, so extended, was, you know, let go for ages. So he's definitely got that move down. The only thing that may put him off is the fact that Fivos already tried it.
Definitely, yeah.
But yeah, let's wait and see what he's got for us. Another great view there, the famous fountain in Geneva. Apparently at any one point there is 7 tons of water in the air coming out of that thing. So you don't want to get too close to it. That yacht looks scarily close to it. That's a lot of water up in the air above you. Yeah.
So it looks like they're just testing the wave at this point. So
I think so.
Yeah. So Lisa, what do you think Lisa is going to do next?
Like I said, I think we're going to get a one-handed sort of air funnel kind of thing from Lisa.
Yeah.
I think George is going to do a no-handed burner. Steven van Broekhoven, no idea.
Same for me, yeah.
He's one of those riders, though, like, he's got every move in his repertoire. He can already do everything. So I'm like, I couldn't tell you what we're going to see, you know. I have no clue. I couldn't tell you. You know, we've seen push loops. But he does shove its box on port tack mainly with left foot forwards. So he's going to be right foot forwards.
It's difficult to tell, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a bit of a show. We're going to see something a bit exciting, something a bit different. You know, as I said, you know, chatting to him earlier, whilst he is really into the toe-in and stuff, you know, he is all about, I want to try and do something a bit different. It's all about the show, you know, entertaining the crowd.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's wait and see what he's got for us. As we see the riders just relaxing, they're waiting. They are taking the winch out to them now, and we will be resuming the show. So let's head over to head judge Emmy and get some words about how the judging is working for the toe-in.
We're here with head coach Emmy. Emmy, how is it going so far?
Yeah, it's been amazing so far. We are watching pretty nice moves and they are going for it. And still we need to have the Sandy category, which is going to be full on. So we are happy to be.
So what are you expecting now from this last category?
Well, they are free to go whatever they want and just go send it with a big wave and we are up to see that.
Cool, thank you so much and good work.
Thanks to you.
Always great to hear from Emmy there. You know, a bit of an idea of how the judging is working, what the judges are looking for, you know, what they think about all the action. Yeah, great to you know, hear from those guys. You know, they're very much kind of hide themselves a little bit.
Yeah.
They're actually out on a boat, out in on the water, a kind of houseboat thing, sitting on a kind of raised platform, so that they get a really good view of the action going on. And speaking of a really good view, we have Lisa Kloster up and riding, going into her run for the style category. What she got for us? As I said, I predict a kind of one-handed sort of air funnel rotation. Let's see what it is. Yes, there it is. Super nice one-handed air funnel there from Lisa. Again, didn't quite manage to stick the landing, but rotated all the way around in the air. Definitely took a hand off. It's what we love to see. So Lisa, again, one of those riders. I keep saying, I feel like I say this about everyone. Everyone's just really stoked to be here.
Definitely, yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. Of course, this is quite a unique event. It's not necessarily, you know, we're not running any like freestyle windsurfing here. It's toe-in and foil style. Sadly, we haven't had the forecast for the foil style, but perfect for the toe-in. You know, and we will be crowning our toe-in champions here for both the men and the women. So yeah, Lisa really biting at the heels of Micah Hooverman there, and let's see which one of them will come out on top. You know, they're great friends. They're always hanging out, and they're all smiles all the time. But yeah, ultimately, it is a competition, and we want to see who is going to end up on that podium. Mark Walbum, sorry if I said your name wrong, on YouTube. So happy to see the show. I was in Geneva on Thursday, but the way you guys film it is amazing. Thank you. We're glad you guys are enjoying the show. Lisa Kloster there. Yeah, really nice one-handed air funnel there. Goes down, but just doesn't quite manage to stick the landing there. It's so difficult, like you said, you know, when you come down, you're kind of coming down with some power in the sail, so you can let that sail open out. It brings you out of the move, a bit of forward momentum, whereas towing, there is a certain level of, you're kind of falling out the sky. You know, so you need to come down right over the board, super bent legs, land, and just keep everything right over the middle.
Yeah, and it takes a bit of time to get used to it again. As I said, normally we don't really train towing that much.
No.
So we used to landing moves in a certain way, and you kind of have to rewire your brain a little bit to change how you land. So it takes a bit of adapting to it again.
Getting used to. Yeah, well, you know, like, oh, well, I can't land it like that. You know, that's not how, it's not going to work. So, yeah, you need to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, and just sometimes your normal muscle memory just kicks in and you kind of transition to your normal surfing mode during towing, and then you kind of think about landing to moves as you land them normally, but it doesn't really work that well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, next up, George Grisley on this brand new duotone gear. Let's see what he's got for us as he heads towards it. Is he going to use a boat? He's going for that style category. Let's see what he's got. Yes, he is. Oh, going for the Canabrava as well.
Sick.
Looks like he went down a bit. We will wait for the replay there. But yeah, sick move there from George. Didn't quite manage to get what he wanted out of it. I think he was probably wanting something a bit different. But yeah, so total scores coming in at the moment. Sam and Steve sitting with 19.37. It's worth noting these are the top two scores of what is in. So currently Sam in first, Lennart in second, George actually sitting in third position, Fivos down in sixth. Interesting scoring there. So it looks like, yeah, if this carries on like this, George will run away and he will become the towing champion for 2023. So currently it's kind of a battle between the two of them. Those of you that joined us for the start of the show will know this already. We had a great little kind of pre-record of the boys talking some smack to each other earlier. George with that kind of Fivos who? Yeah, those boys. So it's a bit of a battle between the two of them. And it's going to be really exciting to see. George going for the Canabrava as well. Same as Lennart. But just, came out the foot straps.
Yeah, it's such a stylish move.
How he managed to hold on to the boom there while completely out of the straps. Just went down. Fotis is Foivos Greek and raised in Germany, and Lennart German raised in Greece. Yeah, I think so. That's basically it. Yeah, they've essentially swapped nations. Fivos Greek originally, but now lives in Kiel up in northern Germany. A great place for windsurfing. I've never been there, but it looks awesome. I'd love to go and sail with some of the guys up there. But yeah, it looks like a great spot. Loads of places around and a great community up there. And then obviously Lennart growing up in Naxos. As we see, Steven van Broekhoven heading towards the wake. What's he got for us? Something a bit different. And a shove-it spot, but doesn't quite get round. He didn't look so comfortable taking off there, I don't think. So not ideal there from Steven. Yeah, it didn't look... but anyway, while we wait for Steven to hop in the boat, let's head out to Greta, who is with George Grisley in the boat.
George, that was quite crazy. Everything okay?
Yeah, just about. I think that went all right for the first time ever trying it. So, 3 big crashes in a row. That's what we're here for. But yeah, I hope the crowd enjoyed it.
Definitely, the crowd did. So you told us that there's actually a lot of seaweed in the water as well.
Yeah, on that last run, I just had like a big lump go over the top of my board. It was all right. It didn't put me off. It didn't hit my fin. But it's something to watch out for. Another obstacle in the way. But yeah, it's all good. Last run is, I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect. Send it.
I will do.
Send it, as always. And that is the next category that we've got coming up. And that is what this one is all about. So now we have finished the style category. Next up, it's time to send it. Andres, you're a bit of a sender?
Yeah,
talk us through it.
I enjoyed, Definitely my favorite one to watch as well.
Yeah. So that shove-it Spock there, he just didn't quite manage to get properly onto the other side of the sail, did he?
Yeah.
So coming around, he missed the mast.
Yeah.
Look, tried to grab the mast, just didn't quite manage to get it there. It's such a strange move to be doing in no wind.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a tricky one.
There. So send it. First up will be Micah Hooverman. This is a pretty open category, the send it.
Definitely.
It's kind of like just go really big, but it's not necessarily as specific as we want to see you just get loads of airtime.
Yeah.
It's quite open. You know, you can kind of try whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a really exciting one
but
to
I think
watch,
a lot of the riders are going to try to go as big as possible.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we're going to see a triple air rotation from Sam.
I hope so. We've been building
yeah.
up to it. I don't really know why he hasn't. Maybe he feels like he's not getting the height or anything. But, I mean, the wake is exactly the same as it was 2 years ago.
Pretty much,
it's still the winch. Taking a look at the women's scores we've got on screen currently. Micah Hooverman leading 14.5. Lisa Kloster 11.25. So it's still close.
It's close, yeah.
You know, there's still a little bit there to play with. And it'll be really interesting to see if Lisa can get ahead of Micah. But next up is Micah for the final category of this final day here in Geneva of the competition.
Her final
and
run
let's
of the
see
competition,
what they have for us. So Micah Hooverman, is she going to opt to use the boat? I'm going to say she probably is.
I think so.
It's about sending it.
It's about
she
sending
wants to go
it, yeah.
big. And we want to see her go big as well.
Yeah. Maybe she's going to go no-handed. I've talked to her a bit, and she also thought about maybe doing like a bit of a tweaked shove-it cheese roll thing.
Like you?
Yeah.
You've set a trend. You're a trend setter. The apparent win manager himself. Yeah, going for that. Well, I mean, you went so big, and it was so well received. The crowd loved it. The judges loved it. You know, it has become a bit of a thing. And it's interesting today that we're seeing so many riders try and kind of shove it spots and things like that, you know. So, yeah, it's obviously done something. So, yeah, let's wait and see what Micah Hooverman has for us.
She's going with the wake.
Letting go. Whoa!
Double air.
Woohoo!
Oh, yeah.
That was the definition of sending it. She went
Definitely,
massive.
yeah. She got a lot of airtime there.
Super sick there from Micah Hooverman.
Getting fully around the double air.
Yeah, that was full. Both rotations done in the air. And coming in from the judges, you heard it here first, 10 points. A perfect 10 given out there. So far, 2 perfect 10s. Sam Steve's burner, one-handed, kind of Pasco-y rotation. And then Micah Hooverman there, 2 full rotations in the air. Yeah, crazy. And that is what it is, sending it. This one is not necessarily as much about, we want to see you landing it. We just want to see you go big. Obviously, if you can do that and then land it, ideal.
Yeah.
But yeah, Micah Hooverman there with the 10 as she makes her way in. Yeah, really impressive there. I think she's basically sealed the deal there for herself to come away with that championship title for the tow-in for 2023.
Let's have a look
Let's
at the
see
replay.
another one. Oh, you saw the kick she got from the wave there. Boof! Just sends her board up into the air.
Then fully going around the double air burner.
Oh, that was the first rotation was like a shifty.
Yeah, it's a little bit, yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was so sick. Yeah. Awesome to see there. Full send from the girls.
Definitely.
So, next up, straight in, Lisa Kloster. What's she got for us? Is she going to try and repeat that?
I think so, yeah.
You got to think, probably.
Yeah.
You know?
She's seen it from the platform, and I think she is going to try to replicate that.
I mean, yeah, I can't imagine what else she would be trying, you know?
Let's have a look.
Lisa Kloster coming in hot. I love this angle with her coming straight at it. You just get a sense of speed. Let's see what she's got. Heading towards the wave. Let's go.
Oh, going for the
wanted the
Skopu,
Kono, I think. Yeah. But just didn't quite get the lift to get
from
underneath
the
the
sail,
kit.
yeah.
Oh, she looks a little bit frustrated there. Perhaps should have gone for the kind of rotations instead. But that's what the send it's about. We want to see something a bit different. And it looks like that is the scores come in. Oh, we're just waiting for the scores for Lisa to drop in. But Micah Hooverman with a total of 18.125 points. So all but, all but sealed, I'm going to say.
Yeah, should be, yeah. In fact, the Skopu one is a real tricky one in towing. you can't really rely on the wind. You have to kind of...
Was it me and you talking about it the other day, or was I with
think
Jamie?
so, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about it and saying, you know, even with the wind, it's a move generally you see in high winds.
Definitely,
You know, it's people's go-to high wind switch ducking move. If it's super windy, you know, right, it's too windy for me to get, you know, burners, air funnels, I'm going to go for that Skopu. So, yeah. Yeah, just pushed out a bit too late. She needed to kind of push out, and I guess you don't have the wind to send you up into the air. You need to be pushing out with your body and kind of throwing yourself into it. That was a great tip I got when I was kind of learning it, was throw your hips into the rotation as well. Pushing out with the hands, but also throw your hips towards the sail and towards the wind.
That's the thing with Konos. You think about jumping backwards because you see the riders kind of in that backwards position in the air, but you actually have to jump forwards for it.
Yeah. You end up kind of doing that sort of silly salmon. We call it the salmon. Oh, yeah, you've been in Vass as well. You know, we call it the salmon. You know, you end up kind of leaning back as you go, and actually it's about leaning into the move. But it's so hard with towing.
And going up.
But in towing, you don't have that pressure to push against, do you? You know?
And especially if you wait too long, you kind of lose the pressure in the sail, and you just fall back down pretty much again.
100%. So next up, we have George Grisley going up straight away again. Feels like we only just saw him. Send it. If there's one thing about George, he will send it.
Definitely.
And let's see what he's got for us. Are we going to see that Pasco rotation?
Oh!
No-handed burner there, but just cannonballed himself out the back, shaking his head. That's not what he wanted at all. Frustrating there for George. I feel sorry for him. He's having a bit of a tough one.
Yeah.
He hasn't really been able to showcase what he wants to. Yeah, that no-handed burner there. It looked like those last couple of runs.
It got a bit choppy,
Yeah, he didn't look super like comfortable. He was kind of bouncing around a bit. Yeah, not ideal for George jumping back in. But, you know, as we saw by the things earlier, it looks like he was kind of still in the lead.
Yeah.
You know, with Fivos, we were just waiting for, you know, obviously Fivos' next run for this Send It. But yeah, we will wait and see. But it looks like he still may be able to come away with that title. So George there, still sitting in third. He essentially just needs to beat Fivos, and he will take this tow-in title. But again, Fivos, he likes to send it as well. But he's kind of, is he going to go for something clue first again? I think so.
Yeah.
People loved it yesterday.
It kind of has become his signature thing in towing, the clue first thing. I feel like over the event.
I don't think I've seen anybody else do it.
No, me neither.
It must be so difficult to go like clue first, and you know that hard bit of the towing is getting up in the first place. But trying to do that clue first is so hard. And yeah, while we wait for the next rider, Bals, to get up and ready, let's head over to Greta in the boat, who is with Lisa Kloster.
Lisa, what happened at the very end?
Yeah, it didn't when I got planted, but yeah, that's it. In Towing it's a bit difficult, but the one before was really nice, so I'm so happy. Yeah.
And what did you plan?
I planned something like switch Kono Skopu thing.
It is a tricky one.
Yeah, it is.
All right, thank you.
She still looked pretty stoked. She doesn't seem too bothered. Just taking in the vibes here as we've got. Let's take a look at the replay of George there. Whoa, just losing it a bit.
Just losing it, at the end.
Just goes down there. Yeah, didn't quite get it. As we head back to Bals, he is up and riding on the foil, heading out towards the wave. What's he got for us?
Oh, push loop on the foil. Oh, wow.
Crazy there from Bals. Wow, sick push loop there.
Scary, yeah.
Bals choosing to use, you may notice his sail. Most riders use like a 4.0 or a 4.4. He's on a 3.3. So he goes super small, even with a fin. Really, really small on the sail. So he was able to really nicely get round that push loop there.
I think it definitely helps for the push loop rotations where you kind of go over the mast a bit more.
Yeah.
You don't really have to jump that high when the sail is a bit smaller.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it just decreases the chance of you catching the tip of the mast in the water, which is what we saw with Steven van Broekhoven yesterday, and that stopped his rotation. If he'd managed to bring the sail all the way around, he would have landed a push loop really clean. Wow, sick there from Bals. Such a unique technique there. You're just coming out the foot straps there, but yeah, making it all the way around. Super impressive. Little view of the judges' boat there. They're kind of sitting in that houseboat with all the EFPT flags on it. They're sitting up there enjoying the views. They can get a really clear angle. And then, yeah, let's head over to Greta, who is with Mr. George Chrysley.
George, what happened? How are you?
Yeah, that wasn't the best run. I would have liked to do a lot better on that. No-handed burn is like normally my move, but yeah, it's the way it goes. I hit the wave in the wrong point, I think, and yeah, just flopped. But yeah, I have no idea what the scores are, so I don't know how I'm doing, how Fivos is doing, how everyone else is doing. So yeah, we'll just wait and see. It was good fun. That's the main thing, and yeah, gonna need a nice massage after this, I think.
Thank you, George.
No worries.
Yeah, some big slams there from George. Great to hear he's still being positive, though. When Steven van Broekhoven also with a push loop there.
Going for the push loop again.
Brings himself round. Kind of manages to save it there, but will go down. Didn't catch the mast there as much.
Yeah, he went a bit higher this time.
Yeah. He looked a lot more comfortable going into it. That's one thing he's kind of had a problem with, and it's difficult. You know, even though the wind's completely died, there is still a little bit of motion in the ocean. There's a bit of chop out there still, and that has meant, you know, in that last sort of run up to it, because you're cutting out onto your heels.
Yeah, that's
it's kind of a bit more difficult. There's a bit more, you know, risk of spinning out.
Yeah.
Which is horrible for anyone who's ever done it before, especially in towing.
With that speed, especially. Yeah, but the thing is, with push loops, you kind of have to go a bit more on your heels for the takeoff.
Yeah.
That's why he kind of opts to get the wake
to do it
from
that
the
way.
other side.
Yeah, do it that side. Yeah, exactly. But obviously, if you go too much on your heels when you're going this fast, you just increase the
spin
chance.
out, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to spin out, and something bad's going to
Because
happen.
normally you see most of the riders going to go on your like toe side rail to kind of carve that way.
Yeah.
And you can't really spin out that way.
No.
No.
Yeah, exactly. So points on the board there. Total scores coming in. Yes, currently George has dropped down into 4th, and we will wait and see what will happen with Fivos, who will be up. They are just resetting the boat because now the riders will be going in regular. Stephen, that's a sick push loop there.
Definitely, yeah.
Kind of like a sort of shifty-ish rotation as well.
And just catches the tip of the mast at the end a little bit.
Yeah, still not quite, you know, got there with that move. So yeah, they are just resetting. They will be going from the regular side for this one. And first up will be Sam and Steve. Are we going to see a triple attempt?
I hope so.
Surely he's going to try it.
See it, yeah.
The send it category, he's got to try it at least. Even if he doesn't pull it off like he did last time. You know, we want to see him at least attempt it, because so far he's only done 2 rotations.
Yeah.
I want to see a 3rd.
Me too, yeah.
Let's wait and see if he can put it out there for us then. So yeah, next up, yeah, we have Sam and Steve, followed up by Fivos Supras, and finally finishing off the finals here will be the final run in this ending category with Lennart Neubauer. Woo! What do we think? So we've got Sam and Steve, Fivos Supras, and Lennart Neubauer. What are they going to do? Andreas, go. Hold on. Let's get some words from Greta, who is with Steven van Broekhoven on the pontoon.
Steven, another very nice push loop attempt at the very end.
Yeah, I really wanted to try it again. I don't know how it looks like, but I really wanted to try the push loop. It feels a little bit weird, but yeah, let's see. I have no idea how it looks like. So
let me tell you, it looked very good. The crowd loved it.
Okay, cool. That's great.
Nice for Stephen there. All he wants is as long as it looks good. As long as it doesn't look silly. Yeah, we can confirm it from here as well, Stephen. It looked pretty good. Yeah, really, really sick push loop. Definitely an improvement on yesterday's one as well.
Definitely,
considering yesterday was the first time we've really seen a push loop in towing. The fact that he's gone out today and done it even better, you know, it's going to be pretty impressive for him. He's going to be pretty stoked. Looks like they are getting ready with the wave, just testing it out. And then they will be taking the winch out. They've got a few of the riders there. Lennart warming up. I mean, it's not cold here, but you still need to keep the muscles warm.
Definitely,
especially for something like towing. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're watching, leave us a comment. Let us know which of the last 3 riders, what do you think they're going to be doing? Let us know. Who's going to be,
Well, I really hope Sam is going to do a triple air rotation.
Like I said,
really
it's his last chance to do it. I don't really see why he wouldn't.
No.
In my head, he'd be silly not to at least try it.
Yeah.
You know?
And then Fivos, I think, is going to go clue first again. Trying to get maybe that clue first.
Fivos will go clue first. Lennart will do some sort of, maybe he'll go for a triple air rotation as well.
As well, yeah. Or also no-handed burner. He's tried it a couple of times in the past. Also at the last event here.
Yeah, true. Yeah, maybe a no-handed burner. Yeah, part of me thinks he's like, right, everyone went mad for the triple air rotation. He's like, I want a bit of that.
Definitely,
you know? And he's already got the Pasco, everything like that. He's got that so down. So to me, of course, he's going to try and replicate that, you know?
So next up,
Sam and Steve, winch in hand. We are getting ready to go. The wake boat is all lined up. Let's see what he's got. We're praying for that triple rotation. And those of you watching, pray with us. That's what we want to see. Give the people what they want, Sam. The flying Frenchman himself, he knows he can do it. He's done it before. The first one to ever do it. Let's see what he's got for us.
He's definitely going fast.
There's a lot of speed there. Definitely going fast. Let's go.
Oh,
goes for it.
He
Goes for it.
Yeah.
Just goes down at the end, though.
The last one, yeah.
It was such a different technique.
Yeah.
He kind of almost like when he just does the Pasco, it's so much slower than that. You know, he literally turned it up a couple of gears to go for that third rotation.
Yeah. And it definitely looked a bit more burnerish, the last rotation.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like on the last one, he kind of went a bit more flatter on the spin.
Yeah, well, he essentially wants it to be like that kind of Pasco, you know, doesn't want it to kind of stretch out and be like a burner. You know, it's much easier to go round into another rotation from that kind of air flacker, air funnel kind of.
And especially if you want to land it
axis.
as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We're coming down, you're over the board rather than, you know, in that kind of cartwheel position.
If you go triple air burner, you kind of have to get around in the air for it to land.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you stay flat, you can kind of finish the last bit of the rotation on the water as well.
Exactly. Yeah, but
Just
really
makes it
sick
easy,
there from Sam and
Definitely,
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome moves there coming in from Sam. Next up, Fivos. I want to see, are we going to see Clue first? I think we're going to, yeah, for sure.
Definitely,
For sure he's going to be going Clue first. If you want to see any of the replays of the moves, guys, and speaking of replays, let's take a look at Sam and Steve here. One, two. And yeah, just kind of starting to go round that third one, but yeah, didn't quite manage to get it. One.
I think he didn't really get the height that he wanted.
Nah. I wonder what he did differently. Be really interested to chat to him about it. What did he think happened? Or maybe he doesn't know. He's like, I just throw it and hope. That's like what Yentl said the other day, really interestingly. He was like, I don't really know what I do, especially in towing. I just wait and hope for the best.
And you see Fivos getting ready Clue first.
It looks like he is getting ready Clue first, doesn't it? Yeah. Beautiful sunset here once more tonight. Another amazing evening here in Geneva. As they are getting ready, And let's head over to Greta, who is with Sam and Steve.
Sam, that was massive. One of your infamous triple Sam airs. Did you realize that you touched the flag of the boat?
No, you just told me that I touched it. No, I didn't realize it.
How satisfied are you with this one at the very end now?
Yeah, now it's very nice. I did almost 3 rotations, but I couldn't control it in the end. But the wave is perfect for it, and the speed is very nice. So I want to try it maybe tomorrow if we can, if you can compete again.
Very well done. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ooh, so he knows it's possible. Yeah, he maybe just needs a couple of runs to dial it in a little bit. You know, that's the first time we've seen him try it this year at this event. So yeah, he just needs a couple more attempts. I think.
Get used to,
So Fivos.
Fivos up next. Going Clue first.
So if Fivos goes above George in this one, he will become the tow-in champion for 2023. Let's see what he's got.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh, he went down. Oh. Is he okay? Looked like he came right down on the sail.
Thumbs up.
I think he put the thumbs up there. I think he's okay.
Thumbs up from him,
No, he's
Has
fine.
a smile on his
face.
face.
He's smiling. It's one of those ones where it looks really bad. Windsurfing, I swear, the ones that look bad are never bad.
Yeah.
It's always the ones that just, you kind of awkwardly land and it never looks bad. They're always the ones where you end up hurting yourself, I swear.
Oh, that just looks sick, this clue first rotations in towing. It's like it looks so hard.
Yeah.
To kind of control the pressure in the sail.
I can't understand it. I don't get how it
To anyone
how it
who
works.
ever tried like some clue first teletext maybe, or just sailing clue first, you know how like wobbly the sail is.
Yeah.
And to control that pressure with like 80 kilometers of speed.
Yeah.
It's insane, yeah.
Yeah, it must be crazy. As we see the last rider of the day, all out there on his lonesome, Leonard Neubauer, the last man standing on the pontoon there, getting ready for his final run. Again, this one's a bit of an enigma. I'm not too sure what he's going to try.
Me neither, no.
We're just waiting for the scores to drop there for Fivos's clue first, punch, flacker, whatever you want to call it. Really unique rotation there, something that we've not really seen that much before.
No.
Yeah, we're just waiting to see for the scores to come through. If he overtakes George, and George is only in 4th place, so not ideal for George. If Fivos can go above him, which I think he might, we're just waiting for the scores to fully drop in, then he will overtake George and become champion.
The European champion, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like the scores are dropping, but it just said 12, gone up to 12.5. We will get back to you with the final scores once we finish Leonard Neubauer's run, because he is now up and riding. So Leonard coming in hot towards the wave. What's he got? Loads of speed. Oh, huge. Going for that triple rotation. I am a fortune teller. I called it. That was massive.
Oh, the height was incredible.
I think he was higher than Sam, for
so,
sure. Way more of a kind of shaker in that second rotation.
So I'm staying a lot flatter.
Yeah, staying a lot flatter. I wonder if that works for coming into that third one. He kind of came down into the third rotation, but then landed and just exploded, essentially. Be really interesting to get a replay of that. And see, break that down a little bit. But while we wait for that, let's get an interview on the pontoon with Greta, who is with Fivos Supras.
It's a very nice clue first Pasco attempt.
Yes, I want to go for the Pasco. I want to have one more rotation. I pushed a little bit more, and then the top went into the water. I think I just flew over the sail and landed on the sail.
But are you okay? Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I didn't know what happened there, but I think it looks nice. Then when you crash.
I mean, it looked very exciting. It looked a bit radical and savage, also. Let me tell you that.
Yeah. I don't know. I hope the people enjoy that.
They definitely did. Thank you.
Sick. Thank you so much.
So, clue first Pasco.
Oh, yeah. Definitely something new.
That's something extremely new. How do we? Let's take a little look at the replay there. So went
First
round.
one. Oh, and there you saw him trying to push the clue around for the second one.
He came out of the foot straps, I think. Yeah. Oh, that would be sick. Yeah, you could see he was a lot more aggressive with the sail throw there. He wanted to get round as quick as possible.
And you saw him trying to kind of lift the clue up again for the second one to get a bit of power
to
in it again.
Get himself back round. Yeah. I wonder if that's possible.
I think so, yeah, with a bit more tries.
Insane. And a replay of Leonard Neubauer's just coming round. Wanted to go into that. Did full 2 rotations in the air. Wow, so sick. But yeah, didn't. He wanted that third rotation, I think.
But didn't quite get around it.
But yeah, went so high. Definitely sent it.
Yeah,
which is what the judges want to see. Because that is the name of this category, of course. And that is it for the action today. And let's just wait and see for the final judges' scores to come in. And we will let you know, who is going to be the tow-in champion for 2023. As we said, we're just waiting for that score to drop for Fivos's clue first, sort of Pasco attempt to come in, and whether that will be enough to take him above George, who's sitting in 4th place. Fivos was in 6th. So yeah, really interested to see where he ends up going up and whether he will overtake George and take that title. As I said, they're good friends. They're also teammates, both sailing for duotone. But there is going to be a little bit of that rivalry. You know, they want to see who's going to be taking the tow-in title for this year. Yeah, really interested to see. Whether you're watching on Facebook or over on YouTube, let us know what you think of the show, if you enjoyed it, which of the moves was your favourite, and your predictions of who will be running away with the title. We're just waiting for it to come in. So we are going to take a little break for a little while. We're going to go on to hold, and then we will be doing the prize giving later on. So stay glued to our Facebook and our YouTube channel. Also head over to @Freestyle Pro Tour, where you will get any updates for when we will be going live for the prize giving, and also all the behind the scenes action. There will be all the replays of all the riders' moves there as well in the Instagram stories. So yeah, make sure you give us a follow on there. Yeah, that's it from us. Stay tuned, and we will be back with you later on this evening.
Perfect.
Okay, and welcome back. We are here and we are getting ready for the prize giving, which will be taking place very soon. They're just getting all the riders sorting themselves out, getting ready for that. But in the meantime, as a bit of a post show, we thought we'd go over some of the action that we have seen today, because there's been a fair bit of action, hasn't there?
Quite a lot happening today.
Quite a lot happening. Obviously, the finals day, so it was a bit of a different setup in terms of the categories.
Yeah.
So we had, first of all, the combo category, so essentially bouncing, skipping stone,
Bouncing
jumping
around as much as possible. Yeah.
Exactly. For me, standout of that category has to be Sam and Steve. A triple bouncing rotation. As we can see here on screen, just landed so clean, not using the wave. 1, 2, staying low, and then that third one, taking the hand off to help with getting that rotation. So stylish, but also, the only rider to actually successfully land three rotations.
Definitely
And the third one there, bouncing into every single one as well. Yeah, really impressive there. Obviously, Leonard Neubauer as well, of course, with the air funnel burner.
And also,
I don't want to say I'm getting bored of an air funnel burner, but it's kind of the point now where we're like, look, we know you can do it every single time.
Yeah.
But yeah, still just super impressive. 2 power moves linked together like that and landed so clean as well. Really impressive there from Leonard Neubauer. Yeah, definitely they were kind of my 2 favorites from that combo category. Obviously, moving on after that, went into the regular category. Regular is something a little bit different. Regular is a lot more about seeing something a bit different.
Yeah.
We want to see something fresh. We don't want to see those air funnel, burner, flacker rotations that have become quite synonymous with towing. We want to see something, a Kulo, a Kono, Spocks, Shakas here from Lisa Kloster there, going down at the end, but something
something different, yeah. Same with the Shavitz box as well.
Yeah, and we saw quite a few Shavitz
spots.
Definitely, people trying to do something a bit different.
And
Fivos, that's my catapult of the day there, as someone in the comments said, making himself look like an F1 wheel, just wanting to spin himself as much as possible. But yeah, really sick there from Fivos. That's definitely my favorite crash of the day.
One of my highlights in this category, I think, is George's Shavitz Spock, or like Shavit Air Spock.
Yeah.
He just got so high on it and got a lot of lift during that.
He definitely went big.
Definitely went big, yeah.
Yeah. George obviously going big, and George also in the title contention. We'll be revealing the winner of that when we do the prize giving very, very soon. But yeah, before that, we just thought we'd take a little look at the highlights. Fivos' big no-handed burner crash there as well. Another thing to discuss. Making our way through that kind of regular category. Obviously, it's also worth noting Bowles decided to do. He did a Spock in the original combo one, and then he decided to go in and switch his board out and get his foil board. So there was the cheese roll from Bowles in that regular category. We saw a cheese roll on the fin from Bowles the other day, but this time deciding to up it a little bit and go, I'm gonna add a foil under my board. Towing with the foil is a completely different beast. It was really cool to see that mash of the foil style that we wanted to run here, as well as the towing, and put those two together.
Put those two together, yeah. And he actually improved on it quite a bit.
Absolutely. Some big crashes here coming from George Grisley, going for one of those huge Canabravas there, but just coming out of the foot straps. It's so hard when you're going that fast. You kind of want to wedge your feet into the foot straps as much as possible, but equally, you don't want them getting stuck.
You're a bit scared when you match them in too much.
Yeah, you don't want them getting stuck. So it's that kind of fine line, in terms of it. You don't
having a secure position on the board, but then not being stuck in your foot straps.
Exactly. Yeah. It's one of those difficult ones. So that's with the regular stance. Moving into the style category, then. That's.
Definitely
I mean, there's only one place to start.
Yeah.
And that is again with Sam and Steve, just with that incredible. It wasn't even really a Pasco. It was very much a kind of burner funnel, or whatever you want to call it. It was just immense. It wasn't really anything we've seen before. The style he added, the way he kind of had that one-handed, looking the opposite way to the way he was rotating. It's something we've not really seen.
Tweaking that burner a bit out, it looked really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah, it was incredible. That was his triple attempt from the final Send It category as well. Sam and Steve with the style, of course, you know, everyone else bringing the style.
Yeah. Can't forget Leonard Brava.
Can't forget Leonard
Brava.
As I said, that was requested.
That
you know,
was
he
requested.
said to me, he said, what would you like to see? And I said, well, I really want to see an Air Brava, but, you know, so far we haven't really seen one. So, yeah, really great to be able to actually see that, you know, going for it. And then George, of course, going for it as well. Not quite as successfully, but definitely still sending it and trying to throw himself around that rotation. So, yeah, really cool from both of those riders to see that move. You know, we love the Canabrava. Micah Hooverman as well in that send it category, going around 2 full rotations in the air.
Rotations, yeah.
Yeah, so impressive. One of the only perfect 10s that the judges gave out today.
Yeah.
So yeah, really
one
really
for
cool
Sam
to see.
and one for Micah.
Yeah, one for Sam. Yeah, Sam with that sort of one-handed burner into funnel all in the air, but like I said, like one-handed, fully stretching himself behind like that. You know, it's so sick.
It's incredible, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely my full proper highlight of the day. Out of all the moves, that would definitely be my one.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah, really impressive. Style. Moving on to, of course, the send it category. Send it, everyone's favourite. This one is all about just going as big as possible, and the riders certainly delivered on that. Obviously, let's start towards the end. Steven van Broekhoven with another push loop. Leonard Neubauer's Canabrava there. Wow, so sick.
So stylish, yeah.
He just didn't manage to keep the board underneath him.
Lost it at the end, yeah, a bit.
Yeah, really frustrating for him. But still, you know, I think he was still on top of it. You know, still managing to come, I think, in first place. But again, we'll wait and see for the prize giving. I don't want to reveal any secrets.
Don't want to give anything away.
Don't want to reveal any secrets. Yeah, let us know. Where you're watching from as well. And yeah, as we move into the prize giving show. But yeah. Stephen, of course, as well with that push loop. You know, we said earlier it was the first landed one in towing happened yesterday. So for him to then go and better it today, still not landed perfect. Yeah. But hey, it's a push loop done in no wind.
But it's a push loop in towing. It's a big thing, yeah.
It's not exactly something that you can't take anything away from him for going for it and giving it a try, really. So yeah, really cool to see that kind of innovation. You know, bringing like wave moves essentially into kind of tow-in freestyle. You know, we've seen it still kind of looks a little bit more like a shifty. You know, it is still a bit more kind of a sideways rotation rather than fully upside down. But obviously, you know, Bowes Muller here going for his own push loop as well with a foil under his board, of course. The definition of send it. Yeah, Bowes going down, just losing the foot straps at the end there. Didn't quite land it. Stephen basically managing to land his. So yeah, really, really cool to see 2 riders going for the push loop. Obviously, one with a foil under his board. But yeah, obviously, you know, to bring it a bit more in for you guys, you know, essentially it's between George Grisley and Fivos Supras as to who will be taking the title for the tow-in for 2023. So the judges will be revealing who has won. I don't think anyone knows yet. I think the judges are holding it back. Here is Steven van Broekhoven's push loop. Yeah, just getting the mast stuck again.
He tries to pull it out at the end, but sail is a bit too much in the water.
I'd be interested to know whether he went for a smaller sail today, because he was on 4.4, and he said he was like, if I had a 4.0, I think I would have landed it. That sail looks really small.
It looks
so I
small
think
a bit,
he might have decided to go for a 4.0. In which case, yeah, it definitely helped.
Been a good call,
the mast was in the water a lot less.
But it also looked like that he hit the wake from a better angle this time compared to yesterday.
Well, that was it as well. And I know in the practice runs today, a lot of the riders were doing that. They were trying to kind of line it up, and they said actually going parallel with the boat rather than going straight at the wave. By going parallel and kind of hitting it at a bit of an angle is how you actually, you know, can do it.
You can ride the wave up a bit more. The problem if you go too straight on, you kind of just dive into the wave.
You go through it, yeah.
Yeah, because the freestyle boards don't have a lot of rockets, so you just hit it and
exactly.
Slam.
And we are going to head over to Greta and Quentin, who are with all the riders for the prize giving. Enjoy. So yeah, Quentin there, and we are just waiting for the prize giving. So yeah, been a great event here. You can see a couple of the event organisers there. Fabian on the left, Tropical Geneva, this place. Just a great spot, really. You know, we saw a lot of the guys out pump foiling earlier today.
Yeah, there was a little pump foil competition going on.
Yeah, yeah, you know, and again, there's so many guys, you know, to have it this close to the city.
Have you all here talking about the public, of course, but also the riders, the crew, the EFPT crew that we do work very well. So we're very, very happy to be able to do this big event all together. I think you could look at a very, very good show. Now we're going to celebrate the riders who did the most amazing tricks today. I will give the mic to Adam, who's here.
Greta, that's here, that will announce the winners.
Yes, sorry. No, it's okay, sorry. I thought you would do.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Okay, so let's come to the winners. And obviously, ladies first. We start with our power ladies. First, the winners of the event. So, second place from Germany, power woman, Lisa Kloster. In first place, female winner of this event, Maaike Huberman. Well done, girls. Congratulations. Make some noise. Come on. Beautiful. Okay. Thank you, girls. Thank you, girls. Woo. Okay, let's continue with the gentlemen. So, in third place, Steven van Broekhoven. Well done, Steven. Good show. Thank you. In second place, here in Geneva, Mr. Leonard Neumeyer. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Good show. Very good show. And then, make some noise for the winner of the Geneva Towing event, Flying Frenchman, Mr. Sammy Stevens! Well done, Sam, well done. What a good show, guys. Thank you. Make some noise, guys. Come on. What a podium. Okay, thank you so much. All right, now we continue. It's getting serious because we're continuing with the 2023 overall titles in towing. Let's start again with the ladies. In third place, local from Switzerland, Lucy Honegger. Oh, Lucy. Oh, that's freestyle also. Congrats. That's very brave. So for everybody wondering, Lucy unfortunately injured herself 2 days ago here while competing actually. So make some noise for that, please. Congratulations, Lucy. Good season. We continue with the Vice European Towing Champion. Again, from Germany, Miss Lisa Kloster.
Congratulations. Okay, guys, I want to hear freaking out. 2023 European Towing Champion, Miss Maaike Hoeverman! What a beautiful podium! Well done, ladies. Congratulations. Some female power over here. That's the 2023 Towing Female Podium. Make some noise. All right, ladies. Lucy, can you maybe give us 2 words about this season for you?
Just super cool, super sick.
Well, short.
No, it was really nice, especially with the wave. I really enjoyed it.
Maaike, what about you? Something to add about your victory?
Yeah, it was super cool. The conditions here were great. It was super nice to have a crowd, and yeah, nice that we can do this as girls for the first year.
Cool, thank you! Your 2023 Towing Podium Female. Okay, let's continue with the men. In third place for the 2023 Towing Ranking, Mr. Fivo Tsoupas! Well done, Fivo, congrats! 2023 Vice European Towing Champion, Flying Frenchman again, Mr. Sami Steve! Bravo encore! Super, bravo! Okay guys, very exciting! We're crowning the 2023 Towing Champion. Make some noise, Mr. George Chrisley! Congratulations! What a podium full of power. Amazing, guys, huh? Some new faces. Cool. Well done, guys. Congratulations. Enjoy your moment. Woo! Guys, we would also like to hear some words for the crowd. Fivos.
Yeah, what you want to hear. I'm super happy to be here. Thank you all for being here. I hope we had a nice show for you guys. We enjoyed it a lot. Thanks so much.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody. It was a super nice show. I enjoyed sailing here. The wave of the boat is so big and I could really push my limit here. And thank you everyone. Hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks.
Thank you guys. Thank you. George, it is an emotional moment for you, I guess.
Yeah, super stoked to get the win. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. It didn't quite go to plan today, but overall, yeah, super stoked. It couldn't have gone much better.
Congratulations, guys! Enjoy! Woo! So thank you for all the crowd here, and obviously very important, thank you for all the crowd watching from home.
I'm so stoked for George. Yeah, and Maaike, of course. But I mean, George has been chasing this for a long time. Yeah, you know, obviously didn't necessarily have the best day today, but averaged out over the season. You know, he's had some great results, and it's great to see it come to fruition for him. And you know, given that he's only just signed that duotone contract as well, I'm sure you know he's starting off his relationship with his new sponsors with an absolute bang there. Yeah, he's going to be really pleased, and now you know. Yeah, he can kind of move forward for the next few months, knowing that, and then you know come back next season for the tow-in with a real bang.
And also Mikey taking the overall win in the women's category.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the women especially, you know, they really like push their level. You know, Micah and Lisa as well. But Micah today was like those double rotations and things like that. I don't think she's ever really done that before. You know, especially in towing. You know, doing 2 full rotations in the air, everything like that is really, really impressive. So yeah, awesome to see those guys. And then of course Sam and Steve taking the event win here. I mean, you know, given the performance he put in today, it's not really surprising.
Not really.
Just every move. It's not just the fact that he was doing all the moves and land, you know, in the air. It's the fact that he was just landing them all so clean.
Yeah.
It's a real point of difference between him and some of the other riders, I think.
And also the style, he makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Taking hands off and
Effortless.
just staying dry. Yeah, it's just effortless. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, you know, someone said to me, you know, when I was starting with it, that's how you know when someone's really mastered it. It's not just that they're landing it; they're making it look easy. And at that point, you're like, oh right. You know, they are really, truly, you know, a talent at this. So yeah, huge congratulations to all the guys on the podium, and also a huge congratulations to all the riders in general. You know, great effort from all of them, yourself included, Andreas. You know, I feel like the level, especially in towing, you know, really got pushed. I think we're going to see that carry over into normal freestyle windsurfing as well. You know, some of these moves. You know, I think it is a bit of a training ground, and it does translate over. And likewise, you know, the opposite way as well. We're going to see more moves coming over into the towing discipline.
Definitely.
So yeah,
especially with the new categories.
absolutely.
The style one, yeah.
The structure of it, yeah, absolutely. So I hope you guys at home enjoyed the show wherever you're watching from. Please do stay tuned to our Instagram at Freestyle Pro Tour, where we'll be updating about what is happening tomorrow for the final day of this event. But that is it for the competition here. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And yeah, have a wonderful evening, and we will see you soon.
See you soon. Yeah.